The plainest Jane. This is one of my favorite comments here. She says, I loves me some black, and she said loves me some black news. She says, is it just me, or does anyone else get tired of seeing people that don't look like them delivering info about them day in and day out? I'm your girl, thePLAINESTjane, and let's see what's happening in these virtual streets. You ready? All right now. This could be a crazy ride. I'm warning you now.
All right, listen, we are in here this evening. Let me know if I sound okay. I've been gone for a while, and I've been waiting to hear from y'all, okay? So it is 5 of 1 over here in Baltimore, and I hope that you've had an amazing weekend. I hope that you are refreshed, reset, and ready for the week. This week, this is going to be a bus ride where we're obviously going to be talking about an array of different things. Shout out to everybody in the chat. But hopefully it can help you sit back and relax and just listen to some information and formulate some thoughts. Okay? All right? I've been working on this TPJ radio for y'all. You know, there's a lot more information I be wanting to get out to y'all, but if I got to be worried about how I look and not doing my skincare and taking my Noxema off in order to talk to y'all, then I ain't never going to be able to get out the information I need to get out. So I'm like, look, me and this soundboard going to have to figure something out so I can give y'all some chill, laid back vibes. Radio was my first love, believe it or not. So I like digging into that bag sometimes. Everything ain't always about a visual, even though I love showing up on screen to show y'all some face, okay? But I hope that your week is off to a good start. I hope you've defined at least 2 goals for yourself for the week or for tomorrow. And we got some things that we need to talk about. Obviously, we need to talk about Jaguar Wright. We need to talk about Lagena Gold, a.k.a. the fake love child that came out of nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. And this scam of a situation they got going on. Jaguar Wright got these issues with her husband. He say he threw, she say he threw. Both of them say they threw, baby. They just said that a million times. Okay? At this point, it's giving senior citizen Krishan and Blueface over that joint. And we're going to talk about it. But there's also some black news that we need to discuss as well. And I'm anxious to go over this stuff with y'all. Okay? Thank you so much, Jamal. I appreciate you. You're literally a day one. Radio was my thing. And then I decided to take YouTube serious. Even though YouTube is how I got into radio, radio was my first love in terms of what I was studying, what I was interested in, trying to reverse engineer the radio. And I practiced radio so much by myself, and that's what got me into YouTube. So before I was given a radio opportunity, I'm always practicing by myself, just like I'll practice the news. I'll do my little news anchor thing. And that's what gave me the confidence to finally start a YouTube channel. And then finally a radio station reached out and offered me a job because they heard how much of a quote unquote natural I am. But listen. I'm giving y'all a different vibe. I've been fighting with upgrading my technology and everything I use to do this, baby. It's been a struggle. I wanted to go live Friday. Couldn't get the technology right. Saturday and Sunday too. But God damn it. I said, before I go to bed this evening, I'm going to give y'all something. And so we're here this evening on the late night tip. Okay. TPJ radio is what I want to call it. This is something that I might end up doing on the backup channel as well. So if you haven't already subscribed to the backup channel, definitely make sure you do so. It's the second link down below in the description box at TPJ Radio. Now let's get into it, because we gonna go through some different moods here. We gonna get serious. We gonna laugh. We're gonna be appalled. We're gonna be disgusted. I have a really disgusting breaking Black news story that I need to bring to you all. And it's disheartening that things like this have to happen. And the response from the police is what is even more annoying. Okay. Is somebody's birthday in the chat? Shout out to Bonita Gardner. Shout out to you in the chat. Where's Bonita Gardner's comment? Yesterday was my birthday, so you had a good weekend. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Happy for you, okay? Thank you, Kiva. Come get this commentary. Shout out to Gigi Alvarez. I saw you earlier in Kiva's chat. We were over there cutting it up, having a good time over there. Good morning. My babysitter, I'm off on bereavement due to the loss of my granny, so I can stay up for this live. I'm ready. Stay beautiful. Well, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat, but I hope you're okay. I'm sending you all of my condolences, all of my love, all of my care. If people could put some hearts in the chat for this divine and beautiful 78 person that can't be easy to go through. And I'm definitely lifting you up in prayer. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and baby. I was sitting over here and look, y'all know if y'all shout out to Adriana's report. I was busy over here, minding my business. Just typing away, minding my business, doing my little research. And I came to realize or remember, right? I came to realize / remember that Master P, he's been back in the news because Master P don't like to pay people no money. Master P do not like to pay people. Shout out to the hearts in the chat. So he's trending. And so I'm listening to, and Just Hilarious has something to say. And it's not difficult to believe that Master P doesn't pay people because his own son came out. Y'all remember Lil Romeo came out not too long ago and said, hey, my dad ain't been paying me. So I'm listening to all the different sides of the story, right? I'm listening to all the sides of the story, and I'm like listening to Just. Can't remember if it was like Fat Rel or the other person who said that they still haven't gotten their money. And I'm like, listen, I just so happened to get reminded that Master P, let me tell y'all something. If it ain't for the fact that he don't pay people, it's what he named his children. Do y'all know what Master P named his children? Do y'all know? Baby. Master P sat up here and played these games with these children's birth certificate after these parents and sat in labor for however long. Okay. And named his children Percy, Hersey, and Versey. I said, whatever the hell they said he did that shit. Okay? He did it. He did it. And then I posted this and somebody reminded me and they said, do you know he named one of them children Mercy too? I said, this nigga thought he was in the booth when he was supposed to be deciding on birth certificates. Okay? Percy, Hersey, and Versey. Lord have mercy. Like, what is who in their right mind? What type of chokehold do you have to have these baby mamas in that they letting you name these children? Go look it up yourself. Percy, Hersey, Versey, and Mercy. I mean, he must have just sat with every consonant in the damn alphabet and said, you know what? Anything that goes before Ursi, I'm gonna make it work. Percy goddamn near look like Perky. Like, I mean, just whatever they say Master P did, baby, he did it. Romeo was blessed to not get a name like that. What made him name Romeo with some decency? Now, mind you, he do got like 10 kids. He got like 9 children. All right. But I don't know what made him punish those 4 of them with Percy, Hersey, and Versey. I'm tired of this man. Get him out. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. I got the information. I know you. I was in shambles, y'all. I mean, shambles. And y'all know how goofy I am. I was an only child for 13 years. So It's not difficult for me to entertain myself and make myself laugh. I don't have to be around other people for that. I'm cracking my own jokes and I'm laughing at it myself, like the corny, plain Jane that I am. Okay. I had to get myself together from Percy, Hersey, and Versey, and then somebody said one named Mercy. I had just got myself together, and then I fell apart all over again. I said, "What the hell? This is a sick Negro." I can't with him. I can't. I cannot with this man.
This is a sick Negro.
Mm-mm. 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 Now, listen, your mental health is important. I always recommend you check on that if you're looking for a way to support the show. A thumbs up is more than enough. A Cash App is a little something, something. If that's something you can do, cool. If not, I totally understand that as well. All right. And I don't think that my Cash App is on the screen. Okay. Damn. All right. All right. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. So here's the next thing that we need to talk about. Okay. Thank y'all for letting me know in the chat. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is Big Groove. And if you don't know who Big Groove is, it's this big burly man right here. Okay. It's this big burly man right here. All right. And Cardi B decided that she wanted to go ahead and defend this man. And we're gonna get to Jaguar Wright. But you know, Jaguar is really to sit back and be appalled and laugh at her. So I want to get into some other topics before we get into it. Just a couple of topics. It'll probably take about like 10 minutes, and we'll be right into talking about Jaguar, okay? So something else happened, and you know, the beauty of me and my channel, the beauty of it is everybody does not have to agree with me. And you know, I mean, if you're trying to defend a pedophile, I do kind of take offense to that. But if that's not what we're doing and we're disagreeing about something else, it's okay. It is okay. All right. There are some people who don't agree that it's tap dancing and it's raccooning when this man and the other guy do what they do. I just so happen to disagree. I disagree. Right. So I want to show you an example, because typically when you see him and his new buddy, I think they call him the chicken man, the chicken guy. They say, oh, it's not raccooning, but he's usually doing it in front of white audiences. Okay. And he's doing it in front of white audiences, in front of white people. And they typically like don't have a quote unquote outward issue with it, of course, because they're laughing at him while he's under the impression, or he knows what it is. Like they're laughing at and with him. Right. Here's a little something, something. Here they are doing it with a whole bunch of black people. Let's see. Eat my chicken. Start what? What? Like, huh? Look at the black girl. Police. Get him. What you waiting for? Shark bite. Shark bite. Yeah, no, it's not hitting when you doing this in front of black people. Turn this goddamn volume off. It's not hitting. Did you think that this was hitting, brother? Y'all can't possibly keep making excuses and being intentionally obtuse and acting like y'all are oblivious to this. This is tap dancing. You notice the difference when they do this in a restaurant full of black people. They know exactly what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Look at this poor terrified girl's face. Sir, can you back away? Police, what are you waiting for? Do something. What's happening here? What's happening here? There's nothing entertaining about this. And for the people who want to defend it, they're using your just the lack of nuance, the lack of knowledge, the lack of experience, with it, the lack of common sense, the fact that you want to be a pick me to people. And I can't. I did a whole video on it, so I ain't about to go into my spiel now, but oh, they can't do this. You want them to be out in the hood doing shooting people up as if those are the only options for us. I need you to stop it. I need you to stop it. The call is coming from inside the house. And as I stated earlier, it's bad enough when Cardi do it, because first of all, you shouldn't be inviting yourself into black people's business when you're not black. Both of Cardi's parents are white Dominicans. However, when black people do it, it's a different type of thing. Don't do that in my face. Police, get them. You standing right there. You're standing right there. Like, I mean, I don't understand what's going on. This is horrible. It's beyond horrible. Y'all don't see that? Most people do with common sense, but you know, some people just like defending nonsense. I don't know if they want allies, they want other people to defend them back one day because they're always wrong and caught up in the hot seat. Keep that in mind. People who stay losing in the court of public opinion, people who don't have a lot of allies and people to go to bat for them, they like defending random people and random people who have a decent fan base or reach or a certain amount of visibility, so that when it's time to return the favor and Cardi's getting ate up, Dude can come out and use his platform and take up for Cardi. So, look, I've seen images of Cardi B's mom, and if we're using the one drop rule, then yeah, she's black. But I think there's a level of nuance between, because I see some people, right? I've seen her mom. Her mom is lighter than me. And so really, when it comes to the one drop rule, both of Cardi B's mother's parents are not black, right? If we're talking about Cardi B's mom, Cardi B and her mother, both of Cardi B's mom's parents are not black, which means we have to use our discretion when we are allowing people into our communities and considering them to be certain things. And so when it comes to people like Cardi B or other people, it really just, it depends, okay? It depends on how these people really operate within their non-blackness and what they prioritize and what they put first. Cardi has never put herself as black first. And her mother has never really identified as a black person. And Cardi B has used anti-black slurs and calling black people roaches. And she taps into the black market when it's convenient for her. But when she wants to have that proximity to whiteness, that is what she leads with. And that is what I think when it comes to biracial people, it's based off of how often do you separate yourself from the black community? And what do you lead with? And here's a comment, and I'm going to just put it on the screen real quick just for a moment. Because again, when it's convenient and you want to have an accent and you want to come off as a spicy Latina, it's okay for you to all of a sudden you're Afro-Latina. But all of a sudden, when you want to call things ghetto or do whatever else, you switch and you play double dutch with what side you want to lead with. And so therefore, I think we need to use our discretion. Just because there's a drop of it in you, and not even a drop, not even 50% of a drop, a quarter of a drop of it in you, doesn't mean that we should just open the floodgates and let everybody in. Use your discretion. If you consider Cardi to be Black, that's your opinion. But I think the one drop rule is over, and we have to use people's behavior. You got people cosplaying Blackness for likes, views on TikToks quite frequently. Like, I'm talking people who are straight up mixed right down the middle, but more light than anything. And when it's cool and they want followers, it's like, oh, well, my great-great-great-grandfather is Black. But any other time, they're playing up into whiteness and separating themselves from us. So are they really people that we can call Black when they pick and choose what day they want to be Black on what day of the week? Cardi panders to the Black community, in my opinion. She has broken English and broken dialect that might resonate with some people. And she can't even correctly all the time utilize African-American vernacular English. No Europeans, do they? It depends on what context you're asking this question. Do Europeans do this to each other? It depends. If you got to drop a Black, do people jump into being European and jump into being Black, and are the floodgates just left open? It's time that we start gatekeeping our own identities. And so, I wasn't trying to go all the way there with it. But she panders to us. And when she wants to use a slur that's offensive to Black people, she's going to do it, and she's going to lean into it, and she's going to wake up tomorrow and she's going to double down on it too. And so, therefore, I don't consider her, especially if she doesn't even understand the nuances of how tap dancey this shit is. Someone says, do Italians scrutinize how Italian someone is, though? And again, I'm going to keep referencing, this is based on behavior. Do you want to be Italian 2 days of the week? And do you want to use slurs about and towards Italians on other days of the week? In that case, I'm pretty sure they do pick and choose when they want to say, oh, no, or some days you're disowning your European side or your Italian side, because that's giving race traitor. It might be given a fourth of self-hate, but it's also given, I don't have to invite you to this cookout if you only identify with us 2 days of the week, or depending on who's around you. You're around your white counterparts, or your people who aren't a part of this community. All of a sudden, you don't know who we are. You're treating us nasty and you're saying nasty things about us. But then when they're not around, all of a sudden, you're one of us. So your behavior determines how people of said community can perceive you or receive you, and whether they want to classify you as one of them or not. And Cardi has not earned the right to call herself Black, considering all of the anti-Black things that she's done and she said. When it's convenient, all of a sudden, I'm an Afro-Latina. Are you? Getting in a relationship with a Black person, having a baby with a Black person doesn't make you Black. Whether you're Kim Kardashian or whether you're Cardi B. Okay, she had a baby with a Black man. However culture wants to act and her children want to act and whatever they want to consider themselves to be, that's their plight for them to deal with, right? When they become, adults and whatever the case is. But, I think behavior, right? I think that says a lot about how we should see people. There are some people who are biracial who identify more with their Black side because it's all they've ever been exposed to. And they're pro-Black and they fight for the plight and they've never really even identified with their other side. Use your discretion as to if you want to consider them to be that or not. So, hey, it is what it is. So, like I said, it's based on your discretion. We're in this day and age, we have so many different terms and so many different pieces of information available to us, and we have to use our own common sense. with how we want to receive people, period. So someone says, now there are unambiguous people who do similar things that are anti-Black. How do y'all deal with them one-on-one? Just like that, one-on-one. Not ambiguous people who are anti-Black. Well, I mean, if they're not ambiguous, if they're not like mixed with Black, like what's the conversation? We just don't deal with you and you're not one of us. So, you know, this conversation, it can get deep and it can go on and on and on. My opinion and how I perceive and receive her based off of her lineage and based off of her behavior and some of the harmful things that she said about Black people. She's not Black. She's not at my cookout. So, you know, that's that. That's how I see it. You know, we can play Ring Around the Rosie with this topic all we want to, with, you know, all the different questions. I see them coming in, but I think that is a layered discussion to have on another day, but that's not where I want this video to go, because I'll look out and we'll be here for an hour and a half and we still talking about that. I did a whole video on it. Feel free to go back and look, or feel free to send me an email or a DM if you have constructive notes to a dialogue that you think that we can have that is really going to open people's minds to different ideas and thoughts. Black culture is getting stolen in a lot of different ways. And sometimes it's as simple as, because we're not in slavery anymore, right? It's as simple as, well, you can increase your proximity to Blackness by doing what? What did Kim Kardashian do? What did she do? She went up to Kanye West. She made sure she pumped out them 4 kids. And therefore, when she wants to talk about Black topics, first thing Kim is going to say, I have Black kids who have to deal with XYZ circumstances in America, so I have the right to chime in on Black topics because I got a Black kid. Whole time the child is biracial. Child don't have no politic yet because the child's not old enough to have any politic about it yet. It's way too easy to walk up to our community and say either I'm Black or I created a Black child, although I'm not Black, and therefore I have the right to sit at this table. No. Gatekeep. I mean, hell, didn't we just see Angela Davis sit down and was shocked at her ancestry? But it's not hard to believe. She's light-skinned. However, her politic and all the work that she's done and her advocacy for us and about us, that speaks louder than anything. And although she just found that out, her behavior outweighs her ancestors being brought over on the Mayflower, because that's not anything that she resonates with. And she's never been disrespectful to Black people, ever. And so it is a case-by-case basis, and everybody has to use their own discernment and discretion, you know? So that's how I see it, right? That's how I see it. So, you know, that's that. Just wanted to let you know, for people, why do they hate us and they copy everything we do, baby? Again, it is so easy to infiltrate the Black community. It's not even funny. And that's why we need to start having these conversations about who to and not to let in. I don't care who you slept with. I don't care who your child is or who you had a child by. You're not invited to this cookout over here. I'm sure you'd be invited to Groove and Gorilla's cookout. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Because look at him. He's a tap dancer. But, So, you know, that's that on that. I brought this up because people act like they're not doing anything wrong. They're just having fun. But we don't find this funny because we understand the cultural nuances of this stuff. We understand it. It's not rocket science. And for Cardi to not get it tells us all that we need to know. She doesn't even know our history to know this type of performance and what our ancestors went through, because our ancestors aren't necessarily her ancestors. You don't get down with this. Do you see how frightened the little girl looked? Do you see the police officer walking up like, leave these people alone? Like, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm so glad to have y'all here. It's 289 of us. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Okay, let's get into our next topic this evening.
The following video
1:23 in the morning.
The following video is broadcasting live, and thank you for being my studio audience. Thank you for hitting thumbs up and subscribing to my channel for more Black news, celebrity entertainment, and a splash of controversy.
All right, so we've had, and I got to get them off the screen. I'm busy trying to pull up another screen, and they sitting here lagging around, and I just can't take it. I just cannot take it. Now, I do want to bring up something that I find to be a little funny, right? We got to go back and forth between serious, funny, because things can get really heavy really quick. And the story that I'm about to get into, maybe I should save this story because it'll give us a breath of fresh air after this serious one. Okay, so there's a really serious discussion that we need to get into. And so finally catching the live. It's been a while since I've been able to. Awesome. I'm so glad that you were able to catch a live. All right. I'm always so happy to see all of y'all. So, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to get into the serious story first, and then we're going to get into a kiki kaka, right? Something that I find to be ridiculously funny. There's this really unfortunate case, and I see this city caught up in negativity quite frequently, racial negativity, should I say, tension. And I want to bring it up to y'all. And I do recommend that you share this screen as well. I'm about to show you a news clip, and I do want to give you a heads up. It may trigger you. A Black woman went to a dealership, and she went to go test drive a vehicle. And they needed her ID for her to leave her ID there in order to test drive the vehicle. Well, she brought the vehicle back. She decided not to purchase that vehicle, at least not at that time or at all, whatever. She didn't purchase a vehicle, and she accidentally left her identification there. When I tell you this is the most trifling thing, let's go ahead and take a look at this, okay? Let's take a look. This is disgusting.
This happens. Just trying to see what else is going to happen. So everyone, what happened? You do that kind of thing. You want to say stupid shit to us?
So he bent her ID all the way in half, and now look at what we've got here.
Right here on the bumper,
Bye, guys.
Like, I know you got to be kidding me. I know you got to be kidding me.
On your wrist, plain giant.
Now, let's get more into this backstory. Okay, let's get more into the backstory. I'll show you the woman's post from Facebook, and we need to talk.
It was gone.
Let me just go in the bush and weep. Let me just go in the bush and weep. I just have to go in the bush and weep. Really. I don't understand. I swear to God, I don't understand.
Okay. All right. Let's get to it. This woman says, today around 12:51, I stopped into NH Auto Sales on 9000 Sheridan Road in Kenosha, 38 miles from Waukesha, and traveled with my friend's mom to view the 2004 Honda Civic that was green. I reached out to Brian Slavin a couple days ago and told him that I wanted to view the car on Saturday, February the 25th at noon. We got to the location around 12:51. We got out, we viewed the vehicle. We went inside. I introduced myself as Leah and said I wanted to view the 2004 Honda Civic. Now, upon getting the keys, I had to trade in my ID, in which I did in front of my friend's mom and a random lady. We took the vehicle for a ride that was about 30 minutes. We had questions about the vehicle upon arriving back. We went into the little auto place and I had to use the restroom before we got any questions. After I was done with the bathroom, we had questions about the vehicle in which the owners would not answer. We asked how negotiable the price was because, mind you, that's what you do with used cars and car shopping in general. They really didn't give much besides it's tax season and we really don't have to drop the price. We average selling about 5 cars a week and we've already done that today. So yeah, we're not giving you no price drop. Okay. Let's get into some more information here. We went outside to discuss and we decided that the vehicle just wasn't for me. We left and headed back to town, in which I realized I never got my ID back from Brian and his counterpart. So I called Brian immediately and I told him that I left my ID, and my exact words were, I left my ID. Can I cash up you like $5 to send it back to me? I don't have time to just drive an hour away. I made time today because I was viewing a car, but I work all the time. Brian's response was along the lines of, I'm not in the office right now. I don't have your ID and I won't be back until Monday. And so my response was, okay, can I call you on Monday? Mind you, I went out of my way to ask, can I call you on Monday to get my personal property back? Brian's response back was, yeah. And we hung up. Here I am thinking, damn, Kay, I don't have my ID. I can't get a drink after this non-successful car lot today. Then boom, I was contacted tonight through Instagram, and this is what they did to my license, my state ID, that is my property that I need. The guy in the bubble vest is the associate or boss. They sell cars together. Y'all, please make sure y'all stay away from these people. I feel so violated, dog. My family's address is listed in big prints where I lay and sleep my head at night. Do what you need to do with this one. I don't know the other guy's name. Also, my grammar and sentences aren't the best right now because I'm literally shaking, scared, and sick to my stomach. Now, I'm going to get into what the car looks like, the dealership, the name of this car salesman, and also I just so happen to have the response from the police department. But let me just remind you all who just got into the building, okay, what's going on here.
That's what happens. Just trying to see what else is going to happen. So wrong what happened. You do that kind of thing. You want to say stupid shit to us? Ranger on the bumper, on the bumper.
Bye, guys.
Rolex on your wrist, a plain Jane.
Okay, so let's get back into this dealership and who this guy is, because we talking about a funky ass car that's less than $4,000. Okay, we talking about a nasty used car that's less than $4,000 that they didn't even want to answer questions about. You selling a car for this amount of money, there are clearly questions about presumably the Carfax. Whatever the case is, people leave IDs or debit card places all the time, and he's upset because he didn't get a sale for a car that's less than $4,000. This is Brian Slavin. Okay. Why did they record it? They feel emboldened. I'm inclined to believe this wasn't the first time that they've done something like this. What's even more disgusting about this situation is the statement from the police department. Let's talk about that. Now, here's what the police department had to say about this situation. Kenosha Police Department is aware of a disgusting act of disrespect towards a person's property, a video of which is being widely shared on social media. We've been in contact with the victim and are working with that person on the investigation. KPD is also aware that this video has been viewed a lot. We're aware of the threats being made to the immature culprits and their business. while we can understand that viewing this video causes emotional reactions, we cannot and will not tolerate any acts of violence towards those responsible or associated with the business or the business itself. Yeah, I do think that it's kind of violent. It's violent to my health. Like, this is because I can't just go get my ID back now, right? How do I know that you've cleaned it? How do I know it's been sanitized? How can I trust it? What else have you done off camera to my ID? This is violent to me and my health. So you're worried about the health and protection of these people after committing a crime. But what about me, the victim? Because it's clearly given hate crime. It's given racial discrimination to me. And they're worried about protecting, because now all of a sudden people know the first and last names of said associates. Now they're shaking in their boots and they're sitting down there at the police department saying, yeah, well, maybe I shouldn't have done that, but I'm afraid for my life. I'm getting threats. Trust and believe, since this woman then came out and gave her side of the story, don't think she's not getting threats from white people. Because she bravely came out on her Facebook, first and last name. And don't think that their racist aunties and uncles and pappies aren't sending her death threats as well. If not, the same people that peed on her license are probably behind troll accounts sending her threats as we speak. So yes, it's in Wisconsin. And they recorded it. And I'm glad they did. I'm glad that they're this bold. But it says a lot about how bold they are. It's giving Sundown Town. It's giving Sundown Town. Not that this will be acceptable for a $16,000 or $20,000 car. But you talking about you got this much of an attitude that you didn't make a sale today for a car that's $35.95. Your cut wasn't even finna be about like that. They posted her ID. They posted her address. And anybody else who wants to be racist and send and say things to and about her, they will. So, quite frankly, I'm not worried about the victim. Oh, Karens and Kens love to do shit that disrespects Black people. And all of a sudden, when they're held accountable or they're exposed, they're suddenly the victim. I don't think so. I don't think so. Not at all. You out of pocket, and whatever's coming for you is coming for you. And charges should definitely be coming for peeing on somebody's ID. What can you try? Can somebody help me in the chat? I'm not sure. Like, could you just call it a hate crime? Did we hear a slur in the video? We didn't hear a slur in the video. So what could that charge be? Help me out, because something's got to be illegal about that. You know what? If you're peeing on somebody's property, what is that called? I can't remember. I can't think right now. But it's called something. You can't just walk up and be peeing on property. I've seen people get arrested in alleys for peeing in a damn alley, let alone somebody's ID. They can be arrested for something. Destruction of private property, vandalism. I don't know what it could be, but it's definitely they come up with charges all the time. Come on. Somebody saying there will only be damage to property. Somebody said, who peed? All right, I'm gonna play this video one more time. This was a car dealership where she went to test drive a vehicle that wasn't even $4,000, and she decided to pass on the vehicle because she was trying to get answers about the car's history, and they weren't answering her questions. So she decided, you know what, I'm gonna pass on this. And after she test drove it, they decided to the car dealership decided to pee on her license, her ID. Malicious destruction of property. I mean, there's got to be something about putting somebody's health in danger within that too. You know what I mean? Doxing too. Destruction of property, malicious destruction of property, Destruction of government property since it's government ID. That's a good idea. Yeah, it's definitely given we're in 1893. It's an indecent exposure. That's a good one. There's got to be something, but of course they won't come up with it. If it's a racist town, the way that I think it is and the way that people are saying in the chat, because I always see stuff happening in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Okay. Not they did the R. Kelly on an ID. An attack with bodily fluids. If this is as much of a racist town, trying to get them held accountable is going to be really difficult. How many people seen the new Netflix 3-part series that they got out about the McCalls? I watched that and it was like, wow, this is a town. Put a one in the chat if you've seen it. But when a property is ran, when a city or a town is ran and everybody in charge, is not to say everybody is white, but when you're trying to get, what am I really trying to say? I'm trying to, fuck it. When white people are trying to hold white people accountable for doing racist shit, how much luck do you think we're going to have with holding them accountable? I was trying to be politically correct and speak around it, because you don't even have to be white to be like looking out for your own people and to bend the rules of power. But come on now, when you got a racist trying to hold another racist accountable, they're going to find the loopholes for these people. They're going to find the loopholes. Does he have diseases? Is she at risk for getting sick? Did they give her license back? The question is, does she want it back? That's the real question. That's the real question right here. I don't know. Yeah, that one about the McCalls on Netflix is it's definitely a thing. So that's that. That was a really disgusting situation. And I had to bring you all that info, and especially how the police, they're more concerned about protecting the perps. They're more so about protecting the perps, period, point blank. And look, it is what it is. Baby, we need to get into the next story because this is disgusting. Shout out to all 370 of y'all. And thank y'all for hitting the thumbs up button. Y'all really mean a lot to me.
Hey, thanks for letting me keep you connected and in the know with what's happening in the Black world. Don't forget to smash on that like button for support and for more Black news.
Let's go ahead and swing on into the next topic. Okay. We're going to swing into the next topic. You are listening to TPJ Radio. Okay. Come live and give y'all a lot of research that I've been doing while I'm sitting up in my scarf and my bonnet with my Noxema on my face. Because yes, I do still use Noxema. I did use Fenty skincare today, but I can give y'all the information without having to feel like I need to look, glammed up on camera. So thank y'all for listening to radio-esque vibes from me. All right. Now, the next thing that I want to get into is something that is it's a little bit of a kiki. Actually, it's a lot of a kiki. And I think we needed to kind of just take a left turn from this story right here. All right. We'll take a left turn from this story right here and just up our mood a little bit, because this was disgusting, but I had to give it to y'all. And let's talk. Did y'all know babies cry differently in different countries and different regions of the world? Because they do. They absolutely do. So I want to get into this with y'all from this fool, Bobby Lights. Bobby Lights is absolutely a fool. He's a complete and absolute fool. But he made a point here, okay? And this thing had me cracking up in the bed this morning. So I appreciate y'all for being on the bus this time of night. Let's go ahead and see what is going on over here with what Bobby Lights had to say.
First of all, the babies here in London, they cry different. They be like, wah, wah. The babies back in America, they be like, wah, wah. Okay, first of all, the babies here in London, they cry different. They be like, wah, wah. The babies back in America, they be like, wah, wah. Okay, first of all, the babies here in London, they cry different. They be like, wah, wah. The babies back in America, they be like, wah, wah. Okay, first.
I'm off my screen. Let me get him off my screen. So I'm busy. So I'm busy, like, I'm reading the comments, and I called two of my friends that fly international. My friends that fly international all the time, and I asked them, and they was like, you know, yeah, babies, they cry a lot calmer. The babies cry a lot calmer in different places. American babies be stressed the hell out. They got be. American babies be stressed out, you know, like America is we other babies get better care. You know, I don't know if it's the free health care. I don't know. Babies be over there crying, and the parents be like, what's wrong? Oh my God, what do you need? The babies over here start crying. Parents be like, shut the hell up. Oh my goodness. American babies do have a violent cry. Like, damn, what is they stressed out about already? A lot of people did say it might be the poison and the foods. It could be. It could be anything. It could be anything, yo. That's how you know this country ghetto, because why the baby's so stressed out? I'm sorry, I gotta see it one more time.
First of all, the babies here in London, they cry different. They be like, wah, wah. The babies back in America, they be like, wah, wah. Okay, first of all.
I know he be high off that coke. He be higher than gas prices, child, but he telling the truth about that. Oh my goodness, that shit tickled my fancy so bad, and it had no business tickling me like that. I had no business up laughing in the bed this morning about that mess. Oh my gosh. Woo, American babies do be stressed out. Oh my goodness. Miss Alvarez, thank you so much for the cash app. I do appreciate it. Woo, these American babies, child. These babies know what it is, and they don't even know nothing about nothing yet. They just know, listen, I am in the ghetto. Please get me out. Get my passports. Will you get my shots? These babies just want their passport and they shouts. They want out. I don't know why you staying over here, but baby mama, give me my passports and my shots. Ship me out. Oh my goodness gracious. I cannot.
Baltimore, I can't see you. Where you at?
Yo, killing me with this. I can't help. I am.
Robert.
You're killing me, man. This ain't not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
At this point, we briefly pause the interview to give Kelly a moment.
Man, y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me. Y'all trying to kill me. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with killing me, man. Trying to kill me. Killing me, man. Trying to kill me. You don't want to believe it. keep going. Stupid R. Kelly. Fight for my life. Stupid R. Kelly. Do it. Fight him. Stupid R. Kelly. Fight for my life. Stupid R. Kelly. Do it. Fight him.
Ciao. Baby. That pick 'em is juicy. Take me out every time too, child. Thank you so much, Queen Vonna, for the $4.99 Cash App. I do appreciate that. Oh my goodness. Whew. Lord have mercy. Them babies trying to get out of here. Do you hear me? They not having it. Woo! That video is now going to live rent-free in my head, okay? So now what I want to get into is we live in scary times, right? People are trying any and everything. Any and everything. You got people. You got people. Kodak Black, first of all. Baby, you got a whole pardon from the moldy orange president. And you violated your probation. You got Fenty in your blood system. Fenty, aka fentanyl. Okay. And then you got people just taking any and every type of drug. It's sick. It's sick. Look at this drug that literally turns people into zombies. Okay.
I didn't hear anything, man, until I came here.
Alarm bells are sounding in Philadelphia about Trank.
You'd see people kind of like walking around looking like animals when their knuckles are touching the ground.
Now Art El Malik's hands and knuckles are swollen to 3 times their natural size from exposure to the animal sedative xylazine, street name Trank.
When I was leaving, somebody had samples, and that's what got me stuck, man. They had samples of pretty dope.
The xylazine now mixed into 90% of Philadelphia's fentanyl and heroin supply, drugs that drive fatal overdoses.
Adding a horse tranquilizer, something more sedating, makes it feel like it lasts longer.
But now fentanyl addicts newly addicted to xylazine, seen nodding out and falling over along Philadelphia's notorious Kensington Avenue, are also developing dangerous sores on their bodies.
Next thing you know, you wake up with these big holes all over you, these sores in your legs and wherever. They just pop out.
It's pretty terrifying, largely because we don't know much about it.
All right, so if this is a terrifying new drug trend, a tranquilizer strong enough for horses is quickly becoming part of the fentanyl crisis taking hold here in the Northwest.
Okay, so as if the opioid epidemic couldn't get worse or more deadly, we've got this new drug we're talking about. It's nicknamed Trank, and it has
a complete and absolute mess. Okay, so they are combining tranquilizer with fentanyl and taking all different types of things. And it's already touched down in a lot of different places. And as you can see, all of them aren't even white. It's some black people too. This is sick. And so they out here literally behaving like zombies. Because, you know, I get it. Addiction is an illness. It's a sickness. But baby, to the fact that you got to get that desperate and do stuff like this,
real life zombie.
This ain't no faith in humanity. None.
Wild.
Jeez.
None at all. So
yeah, it's pretty crazy
this
when you hear
is
the
a really alarming situation. Extremely alarming. And I wanted to bring you all that information, okay? Just so you can be on the lookout. It's in a lot. Hey, shout out to Danny. Danny's in the chat. Okay. And so while we're on the topic of medicine, really quickly, did y'all know that the government finally came out and said, oh, you know, where the Rona came from, it was actually from a laboratory leak. And it's like, stop playing in our faces. We knew this already. But when people were calling it out because they were saying it leaked from a laboratory, excuse me, a laboratory in China, people were calling it, what were they calling it? They were calling it like racist. They were calling it racist. They were saying that, you know, people who thought that way were trying to somehow negatively target Chinese people. They were calling it anti-Chinese racism. Some of them, we even calling it toxic white masculinity, right? On top of you just being called a crazy conspiracy theorist anyway. And I don't fall into conspiracies a lot, but all of the data and the information pertaining to them working on said panorama is what I call it, right? To just stay safe in it. And the algorithm, it was there. All of the information was right here about it. Now, all of a sudden, here comes some documents and the government is like, oh, you know, y'all were right. It was government censorship. It like, if y'all don't stop playing, like, this is why nobody trusts the government anyway. This is why a lot of people didn't trust the jab. I'll just leave it there, right? This ain't an anti-jab channel, okay? Do what you want with your body. You have to do what's best and what's safe for you, okay? But this is strange. It's beyond strange, okay? Beyond. Okay. So we're back. And yeah, you know, it's just beyond strange what's been going on lately with this, with the government, the misinformation. They wonder why people don't trust them. This is exactly why. I didn't feel like it necessarily came from bat soup. I didn't feel like it came from bat soup, right? Although I felt like it was weird that girl was doing that. But the lab leak was something that, like, not to say that The Simpsons predicted everything, but baby, how did that end up in that cartoon if it wasn't already an accurate or active experiment, right? I'm gonna just leave it right there. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and get into the crazies of the crazies, child. Lord have mercy. Let's see what's going on with Jaguar Wright. And what's going on with her and her friend Lasagna. See what's going on with them. That's where we need to get caught up at. Okay. And let me see. All right. Let's watch one of her latest lives. We'll actually just visit her page and see what's happening here. That's what a lot of y'all are here for. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a bean, as Jaguar says. A lot of people are here to really understand what is going on with Jaguar and her newfound stray. That's exactly what it is. It's a goddamn stray. And Jaguar is once again choosing her husband over the stray and weaponizing the stray to antagonize her husband. Although I don't feel like both of them are innocent. Okay. So let's see what's happening here. What is she posting? It was a part of me that wanted to live in my truth the best way God would let me, and I'm not changing my bio. My name is Angela. It's a part of me. Just like love and also lasagna. Girl, please go and get somewhere. I'm so sick of lasagna, but also I'm intrigued and I can't look away. She's a train wreck. I can't look away, child. She's a certified train wreck, but there is this live stream that I found to be very interesting. I feel like her reactions to Jaguar are changing. Wait a minute. She ain't delete. Okay, she didn't delete it. It's still down here. Okay. This is the one where Jaguar ends up basically saying that she's going to delete her husband. That she is going to take Goomba out. About pulling weapons and firearms, and just look at how Lagena is just lasagna, should I say, is just sitting here listening like, child, baby, lasagna getting wore out from this mess.
Meal? Oh, he gonna have an
Hold
on. Best Chinese in Shreveport. I don't care what nobody say. Mingo.
When Jaguar stay in these holes in the wall, don't get me wrong, you can go to a hole in the wall and it still have really good food, but she be acting like she taking this girl on fine dining experiences. She be like, this the best fine dining, most da baby. We could, the water stains in the ceilings in the background, and it's not fine dining, but okay.
Best Chinese in Shreveport. I don't care what nobody say. Min Garden. I've been coming here since I moved here. This is our Chinese place. Do yourself a favor. Next time you see, when we see Sam, when we get back to Dallas, just say to him, Sam, what do you think of Ming Garden? If I come to Ming and he's in Shreveport, even if he's not with me and I don't bring him a meal, oh, he's going to have an attitude the rest of the day. He's not even going to talk to me. So I go outside to smoke. And when I came back, I found out in the car that my recent interview on the Blue Couch had just hit 1 million views in 3 weeks.
That's what's up.
I'm like, we got to get to work. We got to get back to Dallas. We got to leave Shreveport. Got to get back to Dallas. We're supposed to be celebrating at the studio that Friday night.
Yeah.
Now, if you go and look at my husband's interviews, he'll talk about the 2 witches and how Solar was casting spells on me at the table.
Sure.
And that's when everything started to go wrong, which led to me going to the hospital. So I went into the bathroom. Now, apparently, if you let my husband tell it, I was stuck in a portal in the bathroom, and they were holding me there, and they were attacking me. And when I came out the bathroom, I was a complete demon. That's what my husband said.
I believe it.
I was in the bathroom taking a shit because he had been pissing me off because I didn't like his attitude.
Baby.
Or should I say his reaction.
Y'all about to eat food. Don't nobody want to hear about that. They about to eat food and I was in the bathroom. Y'all about to, baby, the etiquette is French kiss shit. Because, girl, don't nobody care about, I talk about TMI at the damn table, ma'am.
To me, getting 1 million views in 3 weeks.
Look at the girl. She like,
honestly, when I told him, he looked upset about it.
This girl
it looked like he was mad, which confused me because that's only good for the company.
Right.
And with him being my partner and being my husband, that means this is good for you too. I need hot mustard. I'm ready, yes, but I need hot mustard and duck sauce.
Okay.
Okay. I need an egg drop soup.
You want to order lunch special?
I didn't say anything about a lunch special. I said I need to order an egg drop soup.
Okay, only egg drop soup. That's it?
That to start.
Start, okay. Can I get a menu, please? Okay.
Oh, well,
Now, why is she talking to them people like that? Baby, I worked in the food service industry for well over a decade. Let me tell you something. I've never done it myself. I may have given you lackluster service after you talked to me crazy, but I ain't never infected nobody food with nothing. But I tell you, when waiters and waitresses and cooks feel like they being slighted by the person that they serving food to, I've seen some of the worst things go down. I've seen a steak go on the floor, both sides of it, pubic hairs being pulled off, hawk spitting and I mean, I have seen it all, baby. One thing you don't want to do, if you feel like you ain't getting the service you want, get up and go. You don't talk to people like that who making your food. What's wrong with you, child? And the Jag, you clearly broke. Clearly, there's some of that soup on the lunch special. So she's trying to ask you if you want the lunch special, and why is she talking to the baby?
I'm having the fish and black bean sauce. So you can, yes, the fish and the black bean sauce. You can tell them to put it on now, because it takes a little longer for everything else to cook.
Okay.
And do you got any choo-choo beef?
Yes.
I want some choo-choo beef too. For the, yeah.
Somebody said she loves egg drop soup.
I do love egg drop soup.
Yeah, you heard her. Yeah.
Oh, and can you bring me a little chili oil as well? So I need the hot mustard, the chili oil,
and the duck sauce.
And the duck sauce, please, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Can I get sweet and sour chicken with sweet and sour chicken?
Jack over there trying to act like she understand continental meals. I want some chili oil, lemon drop soup. This, that, girl. You still basic hell, and you smoke cigarettes. Sit down. She trying to sound all eloquent and shit, like she'd have been around the earth and shit. And in the extra dimension that she lives in her world, she's been all over the place. But girl,
that's Sam's favorite.
One check or second check? One. Okay. And water?
No, I need hot tea.
Hot tea.
And I need a sake.
Damn, why she not asking for nothing? Everything is I need her. I need her. I need her. You need a lot, but you ain't getting it. You need help. Ma'am. Ma'am, you need help. Get it.
Hot. Everything hot.
And can I get a lemonade?
Not everything hot.
Do you have lemonade?
Yes, yes, they do.
And can I get laming? Is that how you say it? No, not come with. Just
and lasagna don't even know how to order lo mein. Can I get a lo mein? Can I get a lo mein? Girl, what's that? It's lo mein, baby. I would hate to see her trying to read Yago mein. Yago mein? Child, none of these. Bye.
It's come with the egg roll and the fried rice and the soup. Can I get some egg roll? Yeah, it comes with that. Your meal comes with it. So you don't have to order. You just tell me what kind of soup you like. Okay. You can choose. That's come with. What kind of soup? Hot and sour.
Hot and sour wonton egg drop.
No wonton extra charge.
Oh.
Okay, hot and sour. Hot and sour.
Well, okay, I was gonna say if it's extra charge, just charge it. If you want the wonton has the pork in it, doesn't it? Yeah, no, it's hot and sour for you.
Okay. No, hot and sour.
I forgot they don't do they do the pork.
Okay. Thank you.
So anyway, I was very upset and I started getting IBS, and that's why I was in the bathroom taking a shit.
Again.
IBS.
Yeah, I get IBS. Irritable bowel syndrome. When people upset me, it gives me the shit. So I'm trying to calm down. And I'm like, oh my God, I want to celebrate. Because he's like, all right, it's time to go. We got to get back to Dallas. And I'm like, okay, but we're still in Shreveport. I want to go to Crawdaddy Kitchen and I want to pick up like 5 or 6 pounds of crawfish and some beignets. And I want to get me a bread pudding to take to the studio for celebration. Why not come back to the studio?
Yes, because girl, why not celebrate going on somebody else's channel and that video getting over 1 million views? Yes, celebrate that because girl, why not? Why not? It wasn't your channel. See, because you just be happy with the views on other people's shit. I guarantee you that channel ain't giving you a dime. I guarantee you that channel ain't even giving you $20, $25, $50. But you want to celebrate minuscule shit like that on somebody else's platform instead of figuring out how to make it work for yourself on your own channel. That's what you got, like 10, 20,000 subs in Philadelphia network. So you busy going through the chronicles and making this girl ear bleed. And she got to listen to you wanting to take a and arguing with your husband about wanting bread pudding and celebrate 1 million views on somebody else's channel because that makes you feel like, Jaguar, that you doing something. Girl, if you don't, oh, Jesus. What's wrong with her? Jesus, send the flood back because we're ready. Humanity has lost it. Humanity has lost it. When
But you're not. Stop it! I have never in my life yelled at a girl like this. When my mother yells at this, it's because she loves me. I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Learn something from this. You go to bed at night, you lay there, and you take responsibility for yourself.
Yo, with fresh crawfish from Louisiana.
Yeah.
I want to celebrate.
That girl don't care. That girl fucking the wontons up. Do you hear me? So you just driving around in your house, which is your car because you ain't got no home. And you just trying to smell like crawfish and musty booty and sit down air that ain't been washed in I don't know how long. And you mad because your husband was trying to get you to not do that. Girl.
We ain't got time for all that. Fuck them crawfish. You just gotta wait to get crawfish. You can get crawfish in Dallas. It's not the same. We're sitting in Shreveport. You're not gonna get better crawfish than this anywhere in America. We're on our way to Dallas. I just want to pick it up, take it, and share this moment with the guys. We're gonna have champagne. We'll have crawfish. It's gonna be great. You know me. Yeah. Well, at least you're getting to know me.
She like her food.
And so I'm a chef, of course. I'm a foodie. I'm a snob.
Now she a chef. Girl, I mean, just, you know what, ma'am?
Out of pocket for that shit. Way out of pocket. What do you gain from that?
Not a damn thing. That's what.
And so first he drove past Crawdaddy Kitchen on the highway and said, I'm leaving. And then I said, this is my car. And if I want to go and get it, I don't care if you're driving or not. If I want to stop my car and go and get crawfish, I should be able to do it, especially today after getting this great news. You always doing it. We need to get back. You worried about the wrong things. No, I'm worried about what makes me happy right now. And in this moment, being able to take crawfish and sharing it, you know, with the guys, I'd like that. Then he started cussing me out. Then he started talking shit. Then Solar tried to say something to him. And then he told Solar to shut the fuck up. And I said, you know what? Get the fuck out of my car. And I left him on Walker Road. And he had to end up walking to Crawdaddy Kitchen. And me and Solar went to Crawdaddy Kitchen, ordered a couple shots, green tea shots, and was ordering the crawfish and everything to go. And he came in with an attitude. If you look at my social media, I posted first timer. And it was because it was Solar's first time coming to Louisiana too. And it was a picture of Solar and me. And then it was a picture of the bartender making the green tea shots. And I was advertising what they had there. And then there's a picture of Gerald. And he was like this. And I'm like, because I was like, come on, we're taking a picture. We're going to pose. And that was the face that he chose to use. I guess he figured I wasn't going to use it because he looked so evil. And so instead, I wrote a funny caption on it. And I said, you know, with the grumpy face, Mr. Johnson wants to know, where's my mud bugs? Like, he's so mad because they taking too long. And the truth is, he was just being a shit to me. But I've had to spend a lot of my time editing our reality so he won't look like a monster. It all started right here in this restaurant at this very table. Then we got back into the car. And he started talking shit again. And I said, get the fuck out of my car. And then I got in the driver's seat. And I drove to my girlfriend Kim's house. And because I wasn't going to let him drive my car the way he was acting and the way he was behaving. And he had a gun on him. So we stayed there. So we ended up missing the celebration at the studio. Because after a certain hour on Friday, driving to Shreveport ain't smart. If you ain't out of town by 3:30 headed to Dallas, you're going to be stuck in gridiron, bumper-to-bumper traffic all the way to Dallas. So if you leaving to go to Dallas on a Friday, leaving from Shreveport, you either have to leave at 3:30 or you have to leave at 7:30. You know, the soonest you can leave is 7:30. Because other than that, it's just like gridiron. Just gridiron.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All the way up 20. And thank you, ma'am. Hey, girl. How you doing today?
Thank you.
I brought a new customer. So anywho's a lot of shit went down at my girlfriend Kim's house. A lot of choice words were spoken. Solar tried to talk to Gerald. Because Gerald was being an asshole, like you saw him earlier today.
Yeah.
And I went in the house and ate crawfish and beignets with my girlfriend and sipped on beer and you know how I am when I get away from him. I'm cool. It's just when he's around, it's one or the other.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
So
you should be around somebody that makes you more happy.
We finally was able to get in the car and leave, so we didn't leave Shreveport until like 10:30. Now we were supposed to.
Now imagine really venting all of your real life, because what is Jaguar? 58 years old? All of your life stories to a girl who's supposed to be 27 years old, but she does have a bit of naivety to her. Like she definitely gives very underdeveloped. She comes off as a decade or more younger than what she is. She don't know shit about what the hell. She ain't got no advice to give you. You deserve to be with somebody who's more. Lasagna don't even know what she deserves and where she should and shouldn't be. So you trying to get advice to her and you venting to her like it's going to get you somewhere. And it ain't making no sense. It ain't making no sense. Ciao.
Now we were supposed to have left at 3:30, but because of all of the upset and all of the craziness, we ended up not leaving until 10:30. So that guaranteed that we were going to miss the celebration to celebrate my 1 million views. Oh, thank you, ma'am. When we left, I had a feeling things could go severely left. I wasn't expecting it. We was only about 30 minutes over the state line into Texas, and he just started talking to me crazy.
Yeah.
And snapping at me and fuck you, bitch, and I didn't make you because I think I said I called. No, that's what happened. I called the fellas at the studio to see if they were still there, to see if we could still catch them and let them know what our ETA was now that we was finally on the road. And nobody answered, and I'm like, we missed them. Thanks, Gerald. We missed something else again because you're having another outburst again. I ain't fucking make you do shit, bitch. Fuck you. And I'm like, I ain't in the mood for all of this. Look, we got gangsters party tomorrow. We got to make sure you got something to wear. You haven't even gotten a suit yet. I want us to look good. Oh, thank you. And I'm like, we got a lot of work to do. I got to get my hair cut. We got to prepare. I want us to represent well. I want us to represent the company well. And so I was like, well, I got my clothes. Bitch, you ain't coming no fucking where with us. I was like, he's my personal assistant, and he's helping me navigate some of this social media work because you don't help me do it. I'm like, so I thought you ordered hot and sour.
Yeah.
Sweetheart, she ordered hot and sour soup, remember? This is egg drop.
I was about to say this is sweet.
No, I'm egg drop. She said hot and sour.
I gotta give you a change. It's okay. No,
don't ever eat nothing that you didn't order. If you know you didn't order it, send it back.
I didn't know. I thought that was hot and sour. I never had that before.
Don't ever let nobody make you eat anything you don't want to eat.
Here she go.
She right. You right. But the thing is, I thought that was hot and sour, so I'm like,
no, it was egg drop, and she had it all wrong. She was rushed. Like, I told you. That's my girl.
Yeah.
This is my girl. This is my girl, and she talked that talk, and she walked that walk.
Oh.
How's Mama doing? How's Big Mama?
That tastes nasty. You like it?
What, sake?
No, the
egg drop.
Yeah.
It's an acquired taste. It was my mother's favorite soup. If we went out and she was paying, we had to eat whatever she ordered.
Thank you. It's okay.
For the most part, whatever my mom ordered, ooh, choo beef. Yeah, you can sit it right there. Thank you, ma'am. Look at how they serve it. Get a little footage of that, baby girl. Isn't that lovely?
That girl trying to eat, and you busy trying to get her to record that crusty, dusty ass buffet table.
Authentic, best Chinese.
Water stains on the ceiling.
Period.
Girl.
Nothing like Mingard.
Girl.
Look at that pineapple.
I know. You know, feel free to take a meat flour.
But she vegan.
I think you don't got it. I think you forgot to turn the camera around.
Oh, it flipped over. Okay.
Okay.
So
y'all got some
like
chocolate penises with pineapples on fire.
I just wanted to slide it here so you can see. We'll put it in between us and see how they keep it warm with your candle. So anyway.
It's facing you.
Oh, that's fine. I don't care. It's your camera.
No, I'm talking about you.
I'm just the subject.
I know. And
you're the interviewer.
You said grab one?
You can have whatever you want on this table.
Okay.
It's here for us. If you eat through all of those, we'll just have to order some more. So anyway.
Them shifty eyes, baby, they get me. She said, I'm just the subject. You're the interviewer. Ma'am. First of all, she's not interviewing you. She's hungry. She's hungry. And she's just letting you talk because she don't know what to do with this conversation because she ain't got the experience to tell you what to do. Nobody does. Who's got the patience to really give you advice on shit that you don't want? The doctors can't even do shit with you. What you think this little girl can do with you? Apparently, this girl, Lasagna, says she was vegan. But it's meat and lasagna, so I don't believe it. So I don't know.
Hey. We got in the car. Shit went left. And I looked at him and I said,
this is good.
It's delicious, isn't it? Mm-hmm. I said, listen here, demon. Because I knew it was a demon inside of him. And
she knew it was a demon inside of him. I wonder if she ever knows if those types of entities present themselves through her. You know what I'm saying? Because I
said, listen here, demon, back to hell, demon. I said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Okay.
You don't want to deal with the demon. You the demon, bitch. Ah! Oh, I was about to put that in my mouth. Such a bad habit. And I just love licking my spoons. So anyway, you gotta be careful. If you use this chili oil or anything, be very, very careful.
It's spicy.
You see what I got on here? This is gonna hurt me. That little bit of stuff gonna hurt me. So, but it's gonna clean me out. It's gonna get all these, keep my system straight. You know, I keep telling you, self-care is very important right now. When you're at war, especially spiritual war, your health is everything.
Yeah.
Because they look for weaknesses and cracks so they can seep in. So,
think somebody call you beautiful.
Oh, thank you. God bless you. You know, God don't like ugly, and he ain't too fond of pretty either. I just try to be obedient. I know that turns him on.
Turns God on. What?
So yeah.
Ah.
Oh, hold on. I want you to try something. Now you saw what I just.
God ain't too fond of ugly, and he don't really with pretty either. So you just try to do obedient to turn him on? Oh, girl.
Did right? This little mixture now. All right, taste this plain.
I already tasted plain.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay.
It don't taste that good.
Taste it now. Oh, it's all right. It's just plain. Oh, my nose. There goes the tear.
So you burnt that girl tongue with the chili oil?
I know you said you like spicy food.
It went to my nose. It's like
a girl.
Chinese mustard.
It's not spicy. It just smokes. Whatever it was.
You gotta warn people like that. Because Chinese mustard ain't nothing to play with.
Yeah, just that little bit of taste changes everything. Oh, pop.
Powerful.
While we were at,
that was dangerous.
So while we were at Kim's, Solar had told my husband, if you really want to reconnect with your wife and you really want to save your marriage, you need to go to your wife, confess all of your lies, explain why you did it, and promise her you'll never do it again. He said, I promise you, she'll stay with you. That's all she wants from you. And Solar didn't come up with that idea by himself. I told him those very words. So basically, he was just a mouthpiece for me to my husband, so hoping that my husband could hear my words since he didn't listen to them coming from me. And
so she just admitted to manipulating and using Solar, which was stray number one that she picked up and placed over her husband, and said, I just used him as a mouthpiece to talk to my husband because he wasn't talking to me. Like, you're admitting that you are an unhinged, manipulative woman. You rubbed your deceased son's ashes all over your face. Solar was the first stray that came in. And you chose to stray over your husband, and you weaponized your relationship with that stray against your husband, which is the same thing that you're doing with Lasagna right now. Manny Fresh, you have got to do better. Ciao.
Instead, he came in the house in front of everybody, made this big scene. Well, baby, I love you, and I'm telling you, everything's gonna be fine, and I love you, but no confession and no sins, no. Now, if I'm correct, didn't you tell him almost something very similar just the other day?
I did.
And what did you tell him? Because that's what Solar did.
I told him that when she is trying to be nice to you, but you come out aggressively or you come out like trying to send me to her, and that's probably not the best time. And he said because I already told him that, or he already said it, but he said because he get mad at what you do, but I'm like, when she tried to be nice, he just be overboard with it.
He beats me down.
Yeah. And I feel like you take advantage of when she tried to be nice, and that's when you want to come with your attack. Instead of reacting, you should react if you do still do that anyway.
Now, what I find very funny is you tell him something very similar that Solar told him. And guess what? Whatever it was that you told him to do, and he did the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Because I told you I told you how he came to me and what you said. He said, I didn't tell him that. I didn't say that. I told him he needs to do this. Solar said the same thing. Mm-hmm. You're nothing like Solar.
The thing is, he came to me asking me
for your advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did the same thing with Solar. Because Solar did.
See, See, and why are you using all these people as mediators within your marriage? First of all, both of you are unhinged, and you shouldn't be picking up random people off the streets to try to help you communicate within your marriage because you don't know what their communication style is. They could be trying to throw y'all both off, and it could be intentional. It could be not intentional, right? Like, so when you choose a mediator and somebody to communicate through you and your spouse, it needs to be somebody with the experience, with the certification, the knowledge, and the skill to really be able to understand how the two of y'all are different, where exactly the point of disconnect is in order for them to successfully communicate between the both of you. Like, what's really going on here? Lasagna ain't got the education, special education. She ain't got it.
Education, special education, psychiatric medication, juvenile incarceration, emotional frustration, and premature extermination.
Jag is and she be putting people in these situations, and it's weird for them to weasel themselves out. Angela, all I hope when Lasagna decide to break out of there, I hope she steal them blue glasses, them shade block or whatever, them a mess looking glass. I hope she steal them glasses on her way out the door, and I hope she runs for the hills, just like Goomba should too. The hell?
Chart. But Solar never completed it, and he gave him wrong information on purpose. Remember, he said that in his interview. Yeah. That he gave Solar the wrong information on purpose so he couldn't see into him. Oh man. That's why I gave you all the right information so you could do his chart. Yeah. And wasn't his chart interesting? Yep. Now I want to ask you 5 questions. No, I want to ask you 5 questions about my husband right now. Since you've done his chart. Question number 1: do I love my husband? Yeah, you do. How much?
Ma'am, if you know what, it's oh Jesus. So you got this girl reading birth charts and shit, and so it's her responsibility to tell you if you love your husband or not. If you don't get the fuck off of TPJ radio right now with that shit. Because you busy asking a girl, how old is Jaguar Wright? She's 45. This girl's 27. Man, this girl is 2 decades younger than you. You done lived her life, girl, and I need to ask you 5 questions. You treating her like she Miss Cleo or some shit. She ain't Miss Cleo. She can't even lie right. See, Miss Cleo had a successful scam for some decades, okay? The hell is...
Nigga, you gotta be ashamed of yourself, nigga. Real talk. You gotta be ashamed of yourself. How old as you is?
Let me ask you this. Can you confirm that I love my husband? And watch her be somebody somewhere else. She's gonna be like, I asked Lagena if I love my husband. She can tell you I love my husband. Baby, that girl don't know you from a can of paint. It's been 11 days. 11 days. And everybody down here at the YouTube been making $1 or $2 off of talking about this story because y'all are nuts. All of you. All of you. Yeah, y'all need to stop.
Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to grow up. Grow up. Tired of telling y'all to grow up. Y'all need to stop it. I'm tired of it, y'all. You ain't finna work me out.
Y'all a mess.
Do I love my husband?
Enough to put down your anger and check up on him and make sure he's straight regardless.
Even when I hate him. Number 2, have you ever seen me intentionally or purposefully antagonize my husband in any way since you've been around us?
In the last 11 days, has she ever seen you do anything purposely? And if she did, she wouldn't feel safe enough to say yes because, girl, you are unhinged. In 11 days, like she really know y'all, what y'all been through. Girl.
Not purposely. No.
She said not purposely.
When you did my husband's chart, did it reveal his paternity?
Yeah, in a way. Yep. It's open spectrum, but it's one of the main focus on that type of.
And what did the reading that you did on my husband, what did it reveal about his paternity?
His dad might be old.
That his dad might be old, like old, like not his mom's age, but older than his mom, right?
His mom is very stubborn and she wants her way. He
both have similar moms, actually.
Yeah, they're both monsters and they're both schizophrenics, and they both do terrible things to their children so they can get ahead. Now, what else?
And what's that got to do with anything? Like, Jaguar, you keep going on. I've been seeing you the last couple of days talking about his mom slept with his uncle or whatever the case is. And what does that have to do with him? He didn't make those decisions. It's like you stay trying to humiliate this man because you're at a level of humiliation that you can't handle and you feel like you can deflect. Like, this is what you do to your husband. I could see you doing this to Jay-Z and Rock Nation, all these imaginary people that are after you and P. Diddy. But girl, you are just evil, girl. And this girl is just obliging you.
What did it say about my husband's paternity?
He'll have to work for his love.
Mm-hmm. And remember I told you the story about his uncle and how his uncle was trying to get him interested in to come selling cars with him, and that if he came and sold cars with him, he would take care of him and give him all kinds of money and give him all kinds of things.
Who cares?
Kind of like what you just said, right?
Yeah.
Mm. And did it say
his dad is cold? And his dad is cold. Now tell me something. What else did it say? Didn't it say something about familiar relation regarding his parents? Yeah. He grew up. He will have family members that like are siblings. I mean, like siblings to him instead of like a parent. He gossip with them, or they gossip to him. They belittle him and stuff like that. And he say anything or they say anything, pretty much.
Right. So basically, his chart revealed that he grew up in a very emotionally abusive household where he was constantly belittled and berated and treated like nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you see how Jaguar is crafting these sentences. And so basically, so you're asking her if she read the chart and she's just giving vague stuff that she's heard you say and regurgitating it. And you're perfectly crafting the sentences to make him feel and look some type of way. Girl, bye.
Talking to him like they're friends.
They try to act like they're friends with him and they're cool with him, but the truth is they really don't like him. Is that the gist of it?
Yeah, they gossip about him a lot.
They gossip about him. The Johnsons too gossip about my husband a lot. He's the family joke. The very same people that still have yet to call him and congratulate him on his newfound success. Yeah. Jealous mother.
And what's talking about that in front of strangers of the world? At what point is that going to help the situation? Right? He already knows who his family is and who they ain't. But at this point, you're literally just trying to make him feel bad by airing out alleged family business. And I don't believe everything you're saying. 20% of it might be true. But none of this is going to solve the family issues that you keep like. I want to call the police. Lasagna ain't got the Texas or the toast. Okay. I want to call the police. Something's wrong with you. Because let me tell you something. I might have any problem with my boyfriend, fiance, or husband, right? I might have any problem within my own family. He might have any problems with his own family. But one thing that's off limits is to go talking about it on camera, online to other people in a way that's not conducive and it's not going to solve a problem, let alone sharing it in the world with the world in a manner like this. Because what is it solving outside of being messy and causing chaos and disarray within your relationship? Do I have issues and have I had issues growing up with my family? Oh, absolutely. Has my partner, has Leo's father? Oh, absolutely. But do I go and air his out or vice versa just for the sake of talking or to try to beat him down or make him feel less than? Make it make sense. That's not even like what relationship, girl.
Police! Help! Police! Help! Police! Help! Help! Police! Help!
Call the people. Call the people. Something ain't right. 5150 her ASAP. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now.
Fuck you, Charlotte. Now, you had said something else to me in the chart about there was a possibility that his biological parents were related.
Yeah. Well, astrology.
Yeah.
it can be like that with that type of Gemini energy. He might be, he may not be. Well, only he would know.
Okay.
Only he would know too. I'm just outside with this.
No, which is why I've asked you to evaluate.
Yeah.
And I've asked you for your personal evaluation because I think you're very gifted when it comes to this kind of psychic connections.
Yeah.
So, when I made it very clear to my husband that I was no longer going to tolerate his craziness, I said, because he had the gun sitting right there in between the seat and the center console. And he had the gun right there. And I went to go grab for the gun because I wanted to get it before he got it because I didn't want him waving the gun around in the car. I said, I should take this gun and shoot you with it. You're so fucking evil. And then he took the gun and picked it up. And as we pulled it out, took off the safety, put one in the chamber. You want to kill somebody? You want to kill somebody? You want to kill me? And then he started playing with the...
Okay, no. It's not funny, but it is. Look at this girl's reaction when Jax started talking about this gun. Jack started talking about this gun. The girl said, hold up, wait a minute. It'd be the three of us in there and y'all got a gun and y'all be fighting.
When I made it very clear to my husband that I was no longer going to tolerate his craziness.
Look.
I said, because he had the gun sitting right there in between the seat and the center console. And he had the gun right there. And I went to go grab for the gun because I wanted to get it before he got it because I didn't want him waving the gun around in the car. I said, I should take this gun and shoot you with it. You're so fucking evil. And then he took the gun and picked it up. And as we pulled it out, took off the safety, put one in the chamber. You want to kill somebody? You want to kill somebody? You want to kill me? And then he started...
I'm sorry. Look how the girl stopped breathing. She has had enough. Do you hear what I'm saying? It was at this moment she knew. She done fucked up.
When I made it very clear to my husband that I was no longer going to tolerate his craziness, I said, because he had the gun sitting right there in between the seat and the center console. And he had the gun right there. And I went to go grab for the gun because I wanted to get it before he got it because I didn't want him waving the gun around in the car. I said, I should take this gun and shoot you with it. You're so fucking evil. And then he took the gun and picked it up. And as we pulled it out, took off the safety, put one in the chamber. You want to kill somebody? You want to kill somebody? You want to kill me? And then he started playing with the gun and knowing it was loaded and there was something in the chamber. And that's when I got out the car. And I started trying to hitchhike on I-20. Because I wasn't riding in the same car with him no more after he done that. And then Solar got out the car and he brought all of our bags. And we were sitting out there and he was going to hitchhike with me. And then that's when my husband came back. And then he came back to himself and begged me to get into the car. And I was able to look in his eyes and tell, okay, it's you now.
It's a lot of spiritual work for y'all.
And so I got back in the car. And we finally made it back. Got back to the place. We was going to take Solar and drop Solar off. But we had to go back to our place first. I left. As soon as he got out the car, I left. Because I didn't want to be fighting with him in there. And I didn't want Sam and my mom having to hear that all night long.
Girl said, I want to go. Oh, this girl face changed.
gets to going on his rips and his rants. Like when he starts going manic, I mean, he can be like you saw him yesterday and today when he assaulted me. He can be like that for days straight. Like the longest I've seen him amped up and crazy, threatening to shoot me, threatening to kill me, pulling guns on me, pushing me, smacking me, hitting me, throwing things at me. I mean, I got one last question to ask you about my husband.
Oh.
Did I ask you to call the police on my husband today?
Yes, you did.
Did you call 911 today? Because I asked you.
Yeah, so if somebody put their hands on the neck, a woman.
Well, he elbowed me in my chest to push me out of the way and knocked me down on the bed.
Your life.
No, I was afraid for his life because if that pussy put his hands on me one more time like that, I'm going to shoot the shit out of him. And then his mama can come back and she can get it like she wanted.
All right.
Can I get chopsticks, please? Yeah.
Okay. Can I get chopsticks too, please?
And you know what? Can we get another order of choo-choo beef? This wasn't
Child, if this wasn't a hot mess, I really don't know what was. I really don't. Like this girl. She said, I want to go. That girl started tripping in everything. Hold up, baby. Where the music coming from? That girl stopped chewing her food in everything. I just cannot. Because why she got that girl up in there lying, talking about, did I ask you to call the police on me, on him? So now it comes out that Lasagna done called the police on Goomba because of a physical altercation. I said, baby, what's going on? Now, if that's not enough, let me show you these screenshots I took of what Goomba been saying. Okay, I know it's not. There's an element of it that's funny, and there's an element of it that's not funny about this situation because both of them want to be on camera. They both want to be exploited this way, and both of them are grown women. This girl 2 years away from being 30 years old. Okay, let me show you these screenshots of what Goomba been saying, of what Goomba been saying to Jaguar. Okay. Hey, thanks for letting me keep you connected and in the know with what's happening in the Black world. Don't forget to smash on that like button for support and for more Black news. Okay, so here's the screenshot. And if you're in the Discord, you've already seen this. Okay, and I should have posted it backstage, but it's been a long weekend for me. Yes, Lasagna is 27, 28 years old. She sure is. So Jaguar Wright on her Instagram, and she said, yeah, I said it, my marriage is over. With this real childish video, singing to Rihanna's song, You Needed Me, with the black and white filter. So Goomba says underneath, he says, bring me my gun. That's in my name. Or 12 will be seeing you really soon. And then Goomba said, 500K on your head. Damn. Now, exactly what that means, exactly who got 500K on her head, I don't know. But this is Goomba's page. Okay? But y'all saw that girl sitting up there. Y'all saw that girl sitting up there. Scared as hell because she just trying to listen to Jag and do what Jag. Now, I sense when Jaguar asked her that quote unquote last question about her husband, did I ask you to call the police? Jaguar really wanted to know. She wanted that girl to say no. She wanted it to come off like Lasagna is so concerned for her safety that she didn't even need direction to call for help. She called for help just because she felt like this woman needs help. That was not the answer that Jaguar was looking for. It wasn't. She crazy as a bed bug. So Goomba over there looking sad as hell on his Instagram. Matter of fact, let's go ahead over to Goomba's, what you call it, just take a peek, child. Baby, Deer Park water is the best. Ooh, it's the best water. I really can taste the difference, and I never thought I would even be at that point in my life where I could taste the difference between different types of water. But I can. Okay, Philadelphia. All right, let's go over here and take a look. Okay. This is Goomba, and here's how sad he looked. Ooh, now is this copyrighted music? Oh yeah, you won't get me copywritten. Goomba, I don't even need you to blink twice if you're okay. Just run the other way. This is your opportunity to get away. She done said she done locked up all the money. She ain't letting her, he ain't letting her get to the money. It's just a mess. The man do look hurt, yes. Do I think he's 100% innocent? No. I do think the craziest one out of the two of them is Jaguar, but I do think he got some faults too. I also feel like they're too toxic and they need to leave one another alone. Bottom line. Now she's saying that he pistol whipped her and got on the phone with Jaguar. Jaguar done went live. I'm not Jaguar. Tokyo Tony done went live with the phone call and all this other stuff. It's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. I'm not a fan of Fiji water. Fiji water seemed kind of thick to me. I don't know. Yes, Tokyo Tony cussed him out real bad. Talking about why you with a woman that just talk to you any old type of way, motherfucker. Shut up and let me talk. I'm like, you talking to him any old type of way. You call yourself trying to mediate. Again, Jaguar be trying to get anybody to mediate situations with her and her husband instead of a professional. And then it all be in the public light and everybody is just wilding out. It don't make no sense. Goomba tired of her not taking her meds. Exactly. I don't got time to get into Tokyo tonight. But she does. But you know what? She is funny as hell. Tokyo was funny as hell. I'm not sure if I have to work tomorrow or not. I'm waiting on my office to let me know if they open or not. If I had word that my office wasn't open, then we would go into Tokyo. But let me see. We went through those receipts. I do want to show y'all. I do want to show y'all this. Hold up. We got to get into. Excuse me. Hold on. We got to get into this. And shout out to all of y'all. Because what is it? 3 o'clock in the morning? I need to go to bed just in case my office open. Let me see. This should really be it. Woo. So let me show y'all this real quick. Okay. Y'all know Andrew Caldwell. I love to laugh and giggle about him. Okay. Let's get into this quick commercial break brought to you by none other than Andrew Caldwell.
What? Oh my gosh. What? Yes. What? COVID vaccines are free. Go and get your shot. COVID vaccines are free.
Sir, I'm sorry. What was that you said? What's the disease you talking about? Well, because I missed it. I must have missed the disease you talking about. Let me tell you.
What? Oh my gosh. What? Yes. What? COVID vaccines are free. Go and get your shot. COVID vaccines are free. I encourage you guys to get vaccinated. I encourage you guys to do your research. It's just like going to the doctor and you're saying, doctor, what is the side effects? Doctor, what is this? Yes, I ask my questions too. You should too. But I encourage you to get vaccinated because I'm vaccinated. They are free, people. Go out and get vaccinated. While you're out and while you're fully vaccinated, I encourage you to still wear your mask around people. We don't know who is vaccinated or fully vaccinated. We don't know who is not vaccinated. So we want to protect ourselves. You have to protect yourself. You have to protect your people who's around you. We are going to do this together, you guys. Bring your greetings from St. Louis, Missouri. Yes, the St. Louis County and St. Louis City are giving out free vaccinated, including Walgreens, including CVS. Stop in, make your appointment at those locations. Also, your city governments, city leaders should be putting together many vaccinated events. So make sure you attend those to get fully vaccinated. Come on, let's come together. Join me, because I'm vaccinated, and you should be. Also, while you're out in public places, make sure you guys are respecting those that are working. Make sure you guys are tipping, because don't forget, they were out a whole year and a half. Make sure you're being respectful to those that's in the drive-thru. Make sure you're being respectful for those that sitting around in dining areas. Tip, please. They need the money. Make sure you guys are also encouraging each other. But don't forget, wear your mask. Thank you to Joe Biden and our Vice President, Kamala, for giving out free vaccinated. Because
Vice President who?
Kamala.
Mela, okay. We just gonna drop the car. We're gonna drop the car. We just gonna stick with Mela. All right.
To Joe Biden and our Vice President, Kamala, for giving out free vaccinated, because you care for us, and we see that. Thank you to the Joe Biden, the White House team, who is working every single day, who is monitoring COVID vaccine cases. Thank you. Also, a special shout out to Mercy Hospital, who have helped me get fully vaccinated. The staff was so nice, professional. They helped me while I was scared. I answered my question, and they answered every question that I needed. And now I'm fully vaccinated.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, and that's on period. And y'all better make sure that y'all get what y'all need to get, because you know, if Andrew promoting it, you definitely know you need to put it in your body. Okay. He put it in his body. You need to put it in yours too. Who the hell paid him, baby?
What? Oh my gosh. What? Yes. What? COVID vaccines are free.
Baby. Child. Baby, I couldn't let this go. I had this in the chamber from 2021. Yes, baby, I had to screen record this so bad. This gives me an infinite laugh. Infinite. This is one of them ones that also lives rent free in my head as well. Mela. Okay. What it is, Mela then? Okay. Ain't nothing else that need to be said. But we're going to go to the bush and weep, and we're going to hope that his speech impediment, see, because he another one, he talks just as much as Jaguar and can't get his enunciation correct. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the bush and hope that one day, just one of these days, his speech will get a little bit better. We know his mentality ain't. It's not. He's arrogant. He's not delivered. I watch him on Instagram Live all the time because he's funny as hell. The way he lies, he thinks it's, baby, let's go to the bush. It was gone.
Let me just go in the bush and weep. Let me just go in the bush and weep. I just have to go in the bush and weep. Really. I don't understand. I swear to God, I don't understand.
Caliber said he puts a lot in his body that I'm not. Never mind. God bless. Oh, you delivered? See, because he fake delivered. He still does it. And he kind of like said that the other day. He said, and if I am still sleeping with mans, it's none of your business. Now, that's not how a delivered man would talk. Did you hear what I say? That is not. It ain't none of y'all business if I was still sleeping with mans or sleeping with your husband or your boyfriend. I said, not you telling on yourself, Mr. Deliverance. Okay. Baby, he is a key and a cackle. Okay.
It's a come up. Let me block you. You trying to make a come up, honey. You won't make it over here at all. How the heck you gonna take my words and then make an Instagram? Who does that? Yeah. Anyway, so I don't want to focus off that bad energy. I don't want to focus off those people who I care nothing about. As I was saying, you guys.
He gives me a deep belly laugh each and every time I lay eyes on him. He's hilarious. So that's that. So I do have 2 other stories I want to get into before we get out of here. If you haven't already taken a moment to hit thumbs up, you definitely want to make sure you do so. Okay. Let me see what's going on. Okay. You definitely want to make sure you hit thumbs up if you haven't already. And let's go ahead and get into our other 3 stories, or 2 stories, should I say, this evening on the first episode of TPJ Radio. Okay. One of the many series that we have going on over here. All right. It's time to face it, boo. Your product needs more exposure. If you want to see your ad here on my channel, be sure to shoot an email over to yt.theplainestjane@gmail.com and let's chat. But if you're new in my neighborhood here on YouTube, hey, I'm the Plainest Jane, and I provide coverage and commentary on trending stories, viral events, and Black culture. I definitely appreciate you stopping through and hitting that subscribe button if you'd like more of my particular brand of syrup.
It was a YouTuber, and shout out to her for this good detective work, honey. She's the one who went and was able to put 2 and 2 together. The Plainest Jane. That's the person's name, the Plainest Jane. I couldn't think of what their name was on the podcast, but I wanted to go ahead and shout them out. They're the ones who did the work. All right. So, like I said, shout out to Plainest Jane. She's the one who put that together. So Shekinah was not lying. So when Tiny came back on some, oh, she's making it up, sounded like Tiny's voice to me.
All right, now we need to talk about Boosie. We need to talk about Boosie, and we're really just kind of brisking over it a little bit because, listen. Boosie has been the spokesperson for, and shout out to a new channel member that we have, Keita. Shout out to you. Don't forget to check the members only community tab for your members only content, the existing members only content, and the members only content that is to come. Boosie has been a spokesperson, okay, for disliking everything that the LGBT community does. Not just having a bits and pieces of criticism, but literally just disliking their existence. And I don't think that it's karma for Boosie. I think that it's irony for Boosie that his daughter is has came out as gay. What a pill for him to swallow. And speaking of Boosie, we need to start calling him exactly what he is. He is certainly Vlad's roommate at this point. There's no other reason why Boosie is up at Vlad TV, a white man running his mouth 2 times a week, talking mess about any and every Black person he can imagine in the industry. A lot of us have already discovered, right, that Vlad ain't for us. Vlad be having people, I mean, you got Smokey Robinson up there. Anybody that's up there, you got people up there snitching. Vlad, if not an official informant, he definitely is a non-official informant. He is. Okay? You can and look, Vlad literally blocked me because I think I tweeted something. I can't remember exactly what the tweet was that he blocked me for, but he blocked me. I'm gonna show you. I'll show you. I was excited that day. I said, no, he did. I'm scrolling down my timeline and I can't see a tweet that I retweeted. I said, what the hell? Yeah, Shaka Khan was up there too. I'm like, what the hell is going on? What's really happening? Go ahead and search Vlad TV. See if I can pull it up. Okay, pull it up. Oh shit! When did he go and unblock people? Hold up. Is this the right one? He must have unblocked me. But I had the screenshot and I had put it in the Discord. So he went and unblocked me? That's strange. He could have left me blocked. Now let me go ahead and block him. Shit. The hell is going on? Why would he unblock me? I took pride in him blocking me. I took a lot of pride in that. Do y'all see why I took pride in it? Let me show y'all the page. I'm about to go search my tweets because I know you lying. Why would he unblock me? I'm disappointed. Stand on your word. I think I had put it on the members only. This is terrible. Why would he do that? I would have really preferred. Let me see. Vlad. Search my own tweets. Latest. Okay. Let me see. Oh, hold on. This is not the right one. That's why. I see. He's got two different ones. He's got DJ Vlad and he's got Vlad TV. Now, let's search for, does he not have it in his bio? All right, bet. DJ Vlad. Look. Y'all see that? Look, I mean, you know, I said what I said. I said what I said. I said what I said. He blocked me. Look, all I did, what did I say? This is coming from an informant and plant/black. This is coming from an informant and plant and black/hip hop culture. The thing about Family Guy is they're an equal opportunity offender. Stay away from South Park if you think that's over the line. I forget what it was a joke about. It might have been a joke about Jesus or something like that. But it's like, stop acting like you all of a sudden take offense based off of a fucking cartoon when you do shit that's way more offensive than the cartoon does. Like, that's the bottom line. So here's the tweet in which I posted it. I obviously can't see his tweet because he blocked me. But I posted what I posted. And then once I realized that he blocked me, I said, oh, isn't this cute? Vlad TV blocked me after I stated the very obvious about his hypocritical ass. So it is what it is. Okay. It's definitely a badge of honor for me. Yeah, block me. Not that I still can't see the shit that you say, but yeah. Block me. Block me. Please. Okay. And if we're going to keep it a buck, I'll go to another page and see what the hell you really said right now. But I won't do that. Okay. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and get into Boosie's daughters. You know, since Boosie and Vlad TV are ridiculously related, or roommates at the very least. Shout out to Tanya TKO for calling out Cardi B as well. Okay. Let me go ahead. There's so many messages to get back to. All right, Boosie's daughter. Okay. Let's get into that. Baby, I got this little update with my system. I'm just trying to Make sure I work it the right way. Are y'all loving the new things that I've... do y'all notice the difference in the production this evening and in general? Some sound effects, okay? Your girl was blocked by Vlad TV, okay? A badge of honor, yes. A badge of honor. I am proud to be blocked by Vlad, okay? It's definitely not a table or a crowd that I'm trying to fit into, all right? I'm happy about it. So, Samantha said, check your inbox. Okay, will do. Let's get into Boosie and what Boosie's got going on and the irony. I wouldn't call it karma, because karma is the universe getting back at you. But I feel like what's going on with Boosie is just, I feel like it's irony, and I feel like it's something to challenge his thought process about people who live a lifestyle that he just so happens to nitpick at all the time. Let's get into it. Make sure if you haven't already hit thumbs up, do so. All right.
Her coming out at this age that's the time you supposed to, that's when you know what you want.
How old is she?
Finna be 22.
Okay.
That's what you know when what you want. You know, and even though it's not, it won't be accepted as far as, because I don't want nobody in my other family to think it's okay. But what she does, we're gonna love her to death. We're gonna love her, you know, we're gonna love her to death. But at the same time, it's our family, it's never been that way. You know, it's never been accepted. It's never, we had our preacher, grandfather, grandmother, preacher, like, you know, like, ooh. But at the same time, she grown. She can do what the hell she want.
Yeah.
Rolex on your wrist, a plain giant.
Now I'm about to dig into his ass for a second. I am. I'm about to dig into his ass the way he talks about Lil Nas X ass being dug into. I'm about to dig into it. I'm about to dig into there with 3 sets of gloves on and a 10-foot pole. All right. Because, baby, religious, embezzle, religious. Let's play it again real quick, just to make sure I heard this shit correctly.
Her coming out at this age that's the time you supposed to, that's when you know what you want.
How old is she?
Finna be 22.
Okay.
That's what you know when what you want. You know, and even though it's not, it won't be accepted as far as, because I don't want nobody in my other family to think it's okay. But what she does, we're gonna love her to death. We're gonna love her, you know, we're gonna love her to death. But at the same time, it's our family, it's never been that way. You know, it's never been accepted. It's never, we had our preacher, grandfather, grandmother, preacher, like, you know, like, but at the same time, she grown. She can do what the hell she want.
Yeah.
Rolex on your wrist, a plain giant.
All right. Sometimes I wish I was on camera so that y'all could get just some mild facial expression as to what the hell I'm really thinking about said subject. Okay. It's really interesting. It's extreme. It's more than interesting, right? How. So got my camera. No. sometimes I feel like people like intentionally playing dumb. Other times I feel like, no, you really just are that dumb. So we need to talk about this, right? On some late night radio stuff. That's exactly what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and get into the mood. I'm going to turn my camera on. And we going to talk about this. Get into this Black-owned business, Stickies. It's got things for inside your home, outside your home, and even on the go. JasmineMadeIt.com is your new destination for Black Girl Magic mugs, tumblers, and even wine glasses. You can even customize the tumblers and wine glasses. There's a lot going on for a low price over at JasmineMadeIt.com. And if you've been serious about wanting to support more Black-owned businesses, here's your chance. Let JasmineMadeIt.com handle all your problems for family and friends. You ever had a friend over and they just wasn't catching the hint or paying the rent?
Y'all asses all get to stepping.
Yeah, tell them to get to stepping with this nostalgic Martin-themed doormat and shop over a dozen different doormat designs over on JasmineMadeIt.com. All right, Stickies, you know what time it is. It's time to put your money where your mouth is and shop Black today. Make life easier for you and your household by taking your family's hot or cold beverages on the go with one of these unique tumblers. It's insulated to keep your beverage at temperature, and it comes with a few different reusable straws and even the specific brush that you need to wash it so you can keep it sanitized and germ-free. They've got all kinds of designs to match your mood or style. So grab something for your wife, the hubby, or even the kids over on JasmineMadeIt.com. That's JasmineMadeIt.com, and I'll see you over there. And don't forget, you can use my code Jane for 10% off, and there is no minimum purchase requirement. So even if you want to go there and buy one product, that's $15, you can get 10% off using my code Jane, okay? Jane for 10% off. Okay, so tell me this, riddle me this, okay? When has Boosie ever been religious? Boosie's daughter comes out as gay. Okay. And because he's been coming at other people living a lifestyle of same-sex on sex love and intimacy, now all of a sudden he's using religion to shun his own daughter's lifestyle. How make it make sense. Make it make sense. Grandfathers, preachers, and we ain't never heard about nobody being in your family being a preacher. And I'm pretty sure outside of same sex, which is frowned upon typically sometimes in the Christian, religion, if you're looking at like an outdated sense of it. I'm pretty sure there's a lot about Boosie's lifestyle, okay, that his religion doesn't agree with. Now, all of a sudden, religion is what you're using. Like, you couldn't find any other stone that made sense, logical, to shun your daughter's lifestyle, right? Outside of religion. It's not even making sense. I mean, between, selling drugs, between ordering grown women to give your 13 and 14-year-old sons fellatio, statutory grape. Rap was considered the devil's music. The street lifestyle. I mean, we could go on and on and on and on. And now all of a sudden he's trying to act like he's this religious man. This religious man. And then here's the part that you really have to pay attention to. Listen.
Grandfather, you know, and even though it won't be accepted as far as
it won't be accepted. You won't even accept your own daughter's lifestyle. But let's keep listening.
Because I don't want nobody in my other family to think it's okay.
You don't want anybody else in your family to think it's okay, because there's something wrong with having a relationship with the same sex. But there's nothing wrong with you ordering head for your sons when they were 14 and 13 years old. There's nothing wrong with you trapping and selling drugs and glorifying, violence and everything else. And so you're saying, like, I don't want her coming out. I don't want that to influence her. I don't want them to think it's okay. Okay. Now all of a sudden you the preacher's son? It's contagious? It's a disease now? I don't want anybody else to think it's okay. Okay. Now I got to pull this bus over and kick you off because what's really going on right now? What's really going on here?
But what she does, we're gonna love her to death. We're gonna love her, we're gonna love her to death. But at the same time,
we gonna love her, but we're not gonna accept her. It's not necessarily accepted, but we gonna love her.
Southern, our family, it's never been that way. It's never been accepted. It's never, our preacher, grandfather, grandmother, preacher,
point them out and tell me how much they accept your lifestyle. Point them out. Let me know who they is.
But at the same time, she grown. She can do what the hell she want.
Yeah.
Rolex on your wrist, a plain Jane.
They said, "Am I how or did I just hear the bus skirt?" You absolutely heard the bus skirt. Baby, y'all pulled over. I said, what's going on? I hope y'all got your seatbelts on, because what's happening here? What's really going on? Boosie is as crazy as a bed bug. He got them jaundiced eyes. I don't know who's crazier, Boosie or Lagena Gold. You know what I mean? R. Kelly and Aaliyah's fake ass love child. I don't know who's crazier. I really don't. But this is what we're here to talk about on the bus this evening. Who's crazier? Boosie for finally, quote unquote, meeting his match with his daughter, or Lagena Gold, Lasagna Gold. I mean, you hate on an entire lifestyle of people who live their lives minding their business, and one of your many children come out and say, "I'm gay." You gotta face the facts. Okay? You gotta face the facts. And now you have to start accepting people that live this lifestyle and stop throwing such slurs at them. I don't know what this opens his daughter up to. I don't know what type of hate is sent his daughters away based off of said situation. But baby, someone said lasagna needs to be rescued from the Animaniacs. I used to love that cartoon. Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain. And what I won't talk about here, I might talk about it backstage, and I'll probably end up talking about it on the middle or the top floor. I definitely won't be talking about it on the bottom floor. Y'all know I got 3 tiers backstage for my members only. Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union gave a speech at the NAACP Image Awards the other evening. And I do have an opinion about that. And so we're either going to be on the middle or the top floor later on today, discussing my thoughts about it, opening the phone lines, allowing other people to call in as well. But I do have thoughts. But we will be, I think my lowest tier is $199. The middle tier is $3 or $4.99, and then the top tier is not $99. Okay. And so we will be discussing that later on this evening. I'm saving my thoughts, but I see your comments. Absolutely. Absolutely. We have one other topic that we need to get into this evening on the Quiet Fire. We have another subject that we need to discuss. So let's go ahead and get into that. See, because it's late night with your girl, Jane. And we need to talk. One more topic. We've discussed quite a few. A serious topic, actually, was one of the first topics that we talked about was extremely serious. But we have another subject that we'll talk about this evening. And I'll bring it up here on the screen for you all. I hope y'all having a good night. Oh my goodness, there's somebody in the chat who knows exactly what I was trying to tap into. You said you giving it to them LaDon Black vibes. That's exactly what I was feeding into just now. Like, LaDon Black was on the top of my mind. And I'm like, let me feed into that. And so that's where we are with LaDon Black and your girl Jane on the channel this evening. So we're going to get into a story about Kevin Hart. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Kevin Hart, but I'm also not set out to be a complete and absolute hater of him. He doesn't do too much to bother me, but he doesn't do enough to get me to be a fan. He makes me laugh from time to time, yes. However, I do see that something has happened recently that I feel like, despite me not being his #1 fan, is quite wild. Very wild. And I want to get into this story about Kevin. So apparently Kevin had a show in Egypt, and Egypt canceled Kevin Hart's show after he made a reference about Black Egyptians and the real origin of them. I found it to be interesting. I found it to be very on par with revisionist history and the way it goes. And so this was actually Kevin Hart's very first show in Egypt that was canceled due to logistical reasons, according to organizers of the show. So there were calls for the show to be canceled in December of 2022. And this is just coming out now, after Kevin Hart faced heavy criticism in the country of Egypt for saying that Black people were kings in ancient Egypt. Now, I'm not a fan of Kevin, but did he lie? Did he lie, though? Is Egypt in Africa? Is Egypt in Africa? And who were the original people in these places? You know, when you're trying to keep revisionist history alive, you're going to do different things to punish certain folks for telling the truth. To make sure that your revision stays prominent and the truth stays buried. And that's what we have here. Kevin can be very corny at times. Very. But did he lie, though? I found that crazy. Matter of fact, I found it to be very odd. I would love it if Kevin would come out and say something about this. I feel like for all the naysayers who feel like Kevin is a tap dancer and a coon, and has he had tap dancing and coon moments? Oh, absolutely. Just like Shannon Sharp, just like Stephen A. Smith. I feel like you can have tap dancing moments and it doesn't necessarily make you a full-blown one if you redeem yourself somehow, some way, using your platform and your influence. Same with LeBron James. The way they came out and tried to smash Kyrie Irving. You know, sometimes the damage has already been done, but you need to do 2 and 3 times as much as what you did when you did that damage in order to make up for it. So make up for it quickly. I wish Kevin would come out and he would talk about this, or make a story, a film, a series, a sequel about our history and about the way true revisionist history works through punishment of the people who are telling it. When you want to revise history, you want to silence the people and punish the people who are actually telling the truth to the story that you are trying to, what's the word? Overwrite. Lack of better words. That's definitely a better word I can find for that. But for now, all I can find is overwrite. This is ammo for Kevin to really do something to win the black community over, especially the ones who have already written him off. Adidas did have to go back to begging Kanye. Yeah, they did. This is a really interesting and unfortunate situation. And like I said, this is Kevin Hart is not like, let me put, I saw Rihanna give her little lackluster performance on the Super Bowl. I said, let me put on my cape and save Rihanna, right? Because, I fucks with her, and, like I fucks with her. Kevin Hart is not anybody that I would put on a cape for, right? I'm putting on a cape for a pregnant woman, a woman who is of color. And Rihanna's doing something that I feel like we don't necessarily quite all the way understand in the business of makeup and music and combining the two and satisfying the public, because the public is selfish. They don't give a fuck about her being pregnant. They just want some goddamn music. So I'm like, let me put on my cape and defend this pregnant woman. And so I go live and I'm like, was it the best performance? No, but I enjoyed it because I did. Although I definitely admit it was not the best. Kevin is not anybody I would ever put on the cape for. Like, ever. Ever. Right? And I think the nuance and the undertone and the texture here within this conversation and what I'm saying is everybody has bias. Right? I have no bias. Nothing towards Kevin. I don't. But I gotta call a thing a thing. He literally stated the history about our people and he's being punished for it. That's strange. That's strange. It's beyond strange, people. It's beyond strange. Do y'all not think it is? I do. They said they flow rided Kevin Hart. Adidas had to go back begging. You'll need to unlock your iPhone first. Siri, nobody talking to you. Maybe they've done it before. Oh, somebody said it's satanic programming. I understand. I understand. Some people think it's a ritual, it's satanic and all that other stuff. I understand. And I understand their viewpoint with having that perspective. I get that. The things they would do to cover the truth. Yeah. I know Siri nosy as hell trying to jump into my conversation. Like, girl, wasn't nobody talking to you? Stay feeding into what the hell I got to say. Don't make no sense. Nonetheless, listen, I'm about to explain something to y'all that I don't really have the best words to explain. I really don't. And I probably shouldn't be explaining it to y'all, but I feel moderately transparent enough to do so. So here's what I'll do. I'm gonna get a little vulnerable. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna explain to you what's going on with this channel, me, and everything else that I have going on. And I'll share as much as I feel comfortable about and with sharing. And then we're going to get out of here. I'm not sure if I have to show up at the office tomorrow. They're contemplating on whether we're going to be open or not. Okay. All right. We'll be right back. You are locked in with The Plainest Jane on TPJ Radio. Make sure you hit thumbs up. Share this video. Subscribe to the channel. And the backup channel is TPJ Network, which is the second link down below in the description box. We'll be right back. And we're keeping it real and sticky. It's time to face it, boo. Your product needs more exposure. If you want to see your ad here on my channel, be sure to shoot an email over to yt.theplainestjane@gmail.com and let's chat. But if you're new in my neighborhood here on YouTube, hey, I'm The Plainest Jane, and I provide coverage and commentary on trending stories, viral events, and Black culture. I definitely appreciate you stopping through and hitting that subscribe button if you'd like more of my particular brand of syrup. So let's see if you're really proud about it. If you've been serious about what you've been saying about wanting to support more Black-owned businesses, here's your chance. I found a spot for us to grab our hats, hoodies, affordable electronics, phone accessories, and gadgets from. It's over on edwerso.com. That's EDWERSOW.com. Grab something for your hubby, your wife. Hey, I ain't encouraging that side chick behavior, but it's just in time for the holidays. So head on over there and grab your AirPod cases, hoodies, and affordable electronics. That's edwerso.com, EDWERSOW.com. And I'll see you over there. It's time to face it, boo. Your product needs more exposure. If you want to see your ad here on my channel, be sure to shoot an email over to yt.theplainestjane@gmail.com and let's chat. But if you're new in my neighborhood here on YouTube, hey, I'm The Plainest Jane, and I provide coverage and commentary on trending stories, viral events, and Black culture. I definitely appreciate you stopping through and hitting that subscribe button if you'd like more of my particular brand of syrup. All right, and we are back. You are listening to TPJ Radio with your girl, The Plainest Jane, and we're keeping it sticky and we're keeping it real, and we're covering Black news and celebrity entertainment. And so I just wanted to let you all know, sometimes I feel like my listeners, my subscribers, my stickies, I feel like y'all are out the loop with my thought process. Pertaining to the direction in which this channel is headed. And sometimes I really just do not have the capacity. Like, I just don't have the capacity to explain when my social battery has depleted, why it's depleted, the fact that it's depleted, when I'm going to come back. Because I just don't know. Sometimes I just don't know. Sometimes I just need a day and a half break. Sometimes it's a 2 or 3 day break. And it's difficult for me to say, hey, I'm taking a break. I'll be back. Day and a half, 2 days. I might not be back in those 2 days because I really might still need time. Those things are really unpredictable to me. And I realize that. And so I need you all to realize that sometimes in my absence that I still have you all in mind. And sometimes I feel guilty for not giving y'all content when I am taking a break. I'm like, y'all, I got to give them something. But I'm always worried about so much. I'm a perfectionist. I want to have everything formatted. I don't want to be showing up to web pages and the web pages are loading. Like, I want to be able to give y'all a series of different stories and information and for it to be coherent and cohesive. And I think I'm too hard on myself sometimes. But sometimes I feel like it's a good thing. But I just want to let you know that things will change in slight ways. For example, this is one of them. I don't do videos where I don't show myself. Point me at the last video that I've did on this channel that was a live stream, not an edited video, a live stream where I didn't show myself. And I feel like if I'm doing a video where I don't show myself, I feel like I need to do extra work to have stellar graphics or moving graphics or something to keep all of y'all's attention. Like, I personally like watching a video with somebody's avatar just sitting in the middle and it's just moving and moving and moving and moving and moving. Like the matter of fact, hold on. A video with just this. Like, it's difficult for me to watch that. So I put myself in the seat of my viewer and my audience. And I'm like, do they just want to see this? Or can I provide like different images for every story? And then if I'm in between stories, how can I keep their mind busy? Because for me, I know I get bored. And that's just how my mind works. And so I know that some people, they tell me, if you look at the screen, like right now, my logo moving around over there in the top left, and some people are like, oh, that triggers me, and I can't. I'm so sorry that triggers you. I can't change that, because me, when I'm doing my live streams, I get bored really easy, and I need to have something that keeps my attention and something that's different, for something that sets me apart. Everybody got these still images and whatever. It doesn't hold my attention. And even though I'm live and operating a million different screens and a soundboard and my phone and everything else, I can still get bored doing all those things at one time. My brain always has 85 tabs open at one time. So for me, staying focused and keeping my focus is a constant task and struggle. And I've become a little bored. I've become a little bored with YouTube lately. I can't even hold you. And especially because it's like the things that people say that they want or that they request more of me. For example, the Black history, the inventions and things of that nature. People don't even engage with that content, and that's infuriating as fuck. It's infuriating to talk about mess and mix mess into real life stuff, and for people to see my passion with the real life stuff in between, and for people to request certain serious or Black history like videos, and for people to not even watch them, because people be asking for shit they don't want, or the majority of people just aren't like speaking out and keeping it a buck. I don't want to see Black history. I want to, and I mean, not to say if you were saying you didn't want to see Black history, that would make me not do it. But it's like, I get a certain amount of requests and upload the video, and the video don't do and I'm like, I made sure it was short. I get it. Things can get lost in my live streams, especially, look, hello, we've been live for almost 3 hours now. Everybody's not going to see every hour and every 10 and 15 minute increment of this live. So I can see stuff getting lost at the end. I can see the Black history moment getting lost at the end of a video like this. But when I take the time to upload and create a whole video that stands alone, make its own thumbnail, make its own title and all this other stuff, and it doesn't perform well, because honestly, I've understood that my people and my target audience, they want to click on mess, drama, and nastiness more than they want to click on stuff that's like conducive to our like existence, well-being, our evolution, like all that stuff. And so I've become a little frustrated. I can admit that. And I'm formulating different ways to come here and not put in, because I put in too much effort to not really see it back the way I feel like I should. And so I'm pivoting a little bit. I'm formulating things in different ways. It's going to be similar, but different. So you will see a change in the different types of series that I have. You will see a difference in my frequency, because I have to try something different. Like, I have to try something different. And I do know that I can talk about messy stuff and serious stuff at the same time within the same stream. But I'm formulating a way to do it better to make sure it's worth my time. And it's worth my time in a sense that I could do this full time. I could do this full time. TPJ Radio is something that I'm really excited to kick off. Like I said, radio is my first love. I know a lot of y'all didn't catch that because y'all weren't here in the very beginning of the video, but like that's what this is. This is TPJ Radio that you see. I'm only showing myself for the hell of whatever, but this is what you'll see because I'm always reading the news and I always want to get it to you all and give my opinion based off of these things. And so I just want you to be prepared for the differences. You might not like it. You might not, you might not rock with it, or you might like, and really all of the different changes that I'm taking in and that I'm implementing, some of them have my business model and my existence in mind. And a good amount of it also has your well-being in mind. Getting to the point in my videos in less than 10 minutes. Coming in and making sure my warm-up is only 3 minutes. And then boom, we getting straight into it. Like, so I'm making sure that I can serve and satisfy y'all in a way that not only is better for myself, but it's better for my viewer. It's better for the people who want to do business with me. The people who want to advertise on this platform, just pivoting and moving in a bit of a different way. But I just want to let you know, I don't know if anybody's seen a difference, but I've become a little bored with YouTube lately. A little less enthused to go live, just a smidge. But also I was working with technical difficulties all this weekend as well. So trying to set up, like just upgrading this like space and the equipment and everything that I have. I thought it would be done in 1 day and it took 2 days and then it took 3 days. So I was upset. Some of these topics, I feel like they're stale, but I'm like, fuck it. I researched them. I already wanted to do them, whatever. So I wanted to go live Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but the technology upgrading is exciting, but getting used to new tech and having to troubleshoot and all that is so annoying. Like super, 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 super annoying. So there will be a bit of a change. Sometimes, like I'm not, you can basically tell like my pulse and like where I'm at and where I'm not based off of my Twitter. Like if I'm up and if I'm at them, then you'll see me tweeting about all the shit that I tweet about all day. If I'm not tweeting, like on the weekends, I typically don't tweet a whole bunch. But especially during the weekdays, if I'm not tweeting, then I'm just not like there. Like I'm trying to figure something out on the back end, which means I can't really be my best self. So, I have these ups and downs sometimes. Shout out to Wally. Hey, shout out to you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you coming through, Wally. You be acting a fool, Wally. I am always in your bushes, but ever since you put me on the spot with that goddamn lady, baby, I said, you know what? Let me stay in this nigga bushes because he is crazy. So that's why I be in your bushes all the time. I do not be out, but I be watching you live. Shout out to you, Wally. Appreciate you coming through. But yeah, sometimes you just gotta pivot, and for the sake of the sponsors and the people that want to do stuff or send stuff into the channel and they want, commercials and placement like that. It's just, and I'm still going to play and I'm still going to be goofy, but I feel like there's a certain pivot that I'm at right now where I need to be a little bit more serious, just a little bit. And I'm not sure if that makes sense to everybody, but not that I'm trying to be no like flat out like news network or no shit like that. Like, no, but I need to be more marketable. And I'm always going to have room to be myself because like, that's just who the fuck Jane is. But there's a certain aspect. I need to try some new things. And part of it is me having real serious, like a serious day where it's just like, news, minimal commentary, days where it might be the opposite. But that's why it's really important for y'all to subscribe to my backup channel, because that's where I'm always going to be myself. But also the membership. The membership is where I'm always just going to shine through and just be myself. We're going to sit back, we're going to relax, and we're going to have a good time. And I'm not holding back backstage. It's not happening. So between backstage and the backup channel is what I'm anticipating, right? Of y'all seeing more of the classic Jane. But I feel like I just need to get like a little serious right now. I don't know. I just want to try an array of different things. I'm actually in this experimental phase where it's not just she about to switch up, she trying to become a network, or no. I'm going to try an array of different things. I have a lot of different ways in which I can present my information and perform and all that other type of stuff. But, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay? So, especially because y'all know I'm trying to build back up what I lost. Hello? I lost 100,000 subscribers. 102,000 subscribers to be exact. So I need to get back to where I was. Like, I can't just sit here and be and be complacent. And I'm not trying to be desperate and be outlandish in order to do so. I would rather just use a mind-boggling format and have some range in order to get back what I lost. Right? To be impeccable with, well, damn, she can be funny, she can be goofy, she can be serious, she can be this, she can be that. Like, that's what I'm aiming for. Not just like being ridiculous with scandalous stories or whatever the case is. So that's what it is. I see the vision of content. You want to make something necessary. Yeah. The problem is people don't be clicking on black news like that. And but also training your audience is a thing. It's difficult to do when you see really low numbers sometimes, because you don't want to leave a whole bunch of really low numbers sitting at the top in the most viewed of your profile. Like, it just don't look good. But you also have to have the patience to train your audience so that they have to realize you're going to cover stuff that's not celebrity stuff and it's important news, and you picked it because it's something that everybody needs to know, and you're more than likely going to see viral somewhere else too. So that is that. They said we the sticky, so we stuck. So yeah, that's that. Listen, y'all riding the bus this evening. It was crazy. I had to come pick y'all up. And it's even more that I wanted to talk to y'all about, but baby, we are gonna have to wait until the next video. Okay? In the next video, I'm not sure if I'll be on camera or not. We don't know. We don't know yet. But there is a lot of other black news and information that I want to give y'all. We talked about the Rona. We talked about Master P naming his children Percy, Hersey, Versi, Mercy. Big Groove, the babies that cry different in London that cry in America, Jaguar Wright, new drugs, the government hiding information, Boosie's daughter, Kevin Hart. We covered a lot of things today. We really, 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 really did. So all of y'all that are here this evening, thank you all so much. Y'all know I'm always sending y'all positivity, good vibes, and all that stuff, as always. All right? Y'all are tuned into TPJ Radio. Y'all have an amazing week. We're headed into Monday. Refresh yourself, reset yourself. Set out a handful of goals, even if it's just 2 of them. Okay? Loose sticky note right here. Loose sticky note. Just a couple of goals. Make sure you get them done this week. Okay? Wally, you wanted to talk? You want me to drop the link, or you want to talk afterwards? Let me know, Wally. Jag constantly. Oh, this person behind in the stream. Yeah, Jag always over talking her husband. It's a hot mess. Shout out to Fun. Notorious Fun to be 1999. Thank you so much for supporting the vision. I appreciate that. But yeah, I want y'all to have a good night. I want y'all to have a good night. Let me see. What's Wally talking about? Let me drop the link. Oh Lord, y'all. Wally dropping the link. This link is only for Wally because I ain't got all night to be talking to everybody else. And shout out to Notorious Fun to Be. Thank you so much for the Cash App. I do appreciate that. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. If y'all in the Discord, get in here real quick. Wally calling and let me see if he pop up. Did I drop it? All right, I dropped it. Okay. Let me see. Let me go ahead and play this real quick. While Wally get here to show up. Wally, you see the link? Get into this Black-owned business, Stickies. It's got things for inside your home, outside your home, and even on the go. JasmineMadeIt.com is your new destination for Black Girl Magic mugs, tumblers, and even wine glasses. You can even customize the tumblers and wine glasses. There's a lot going on for a low price over at JasmineMadeIt.com. And if you've been serious about wanting to support more Black-owned businesses, here's your chance. Let JasmineMadeIt.com handle all your problems for family and friends. You ever had a friend over and they just wasn't catching the hint or paying the rent?
Our asses all get to stepping.
Yeah, tell them to get to stepping with this nostalgic Martin-themed doormat and shop over a dozen different doormat designs over on JasmineMadeIt.com. All right, Stickies, you know what time it is. It's time to put your money where your mouth is and shop Black today. Make life easier for you and your household by taking your family's hot or cold beverages on the go with one of these unique tumblers. It's insulated to keep your beverage at temperature, and it comes with a few different reusable straws and even the specific brush that you need to wash it so you can keep it sanitized and germ-free. They've got all kinds of designs to match your mood or style. So grab something for your wife, the hubby, or even the kids over on JasmineMadeIt.com. That's JasmineMadeIt.com, and I'll see you over there. All right, what is going on, Wiley? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, yes.
Okay. What you got going on tonight?
I am, I just was watching Minister Farrakhan, his speech, and getting ready because I'm heading to Chicago, getting ready because their election is Tuesday. I'm supporting Jamal Green for mayor. So I would be there taping some stuff, and but you said something that struck my spirit. You said you were at 100,000 subscribers, and you would get there because you know why you would get there? Because you were already there, and so it would be a journey. And one thing I'm learning about YouTube is that we must have our own platform outside of YouTube. Yeah. Because if we truly was partners with YouTube, they would give us a warning, be like, okay, it would be a true partnership. But in reality, we are employees, and they pull all the cards. It's their platform. So I do respect, even though I don't agree with her, always Tasha, I agree with the fact that she created something outside of YouTube where it's a paid model, because again, YouTube, they can change rules tomorrow and say no more monetizations. Tomorrow they can come with a statement, and that will put a lot of us to go right back into the workforce. So we must start building things outside of YouTube and have a paid model, whether it's Patreon or like Tasha did, your own app, and just do it for $4.99. Or some of us work together, like me and you and others. We work together and we build our own Netflix, and we just bring shows and bring our people together because we are more powerful together than we are separate.
That's true.
That's why I started, Two Man a Lady, because my vision was working together, seeing people get subscribers and seeing people get numbers. We all work together, because I learned that from a lot of the white content creators. They would collaborate and make money. They all making money. So I wanted to bring that to YouTube, and I wanted to do that and I wanted to work with you on Two Man a Lady. But I know you booked it busy on your channel, and so because of my vision,
I'll consider it.
Yeah, my vision was just us working together and 1 hour, just co-collaborating. Go on your channel. We collaborate with you, bringing back, that black power, that black entrepreneurship, and that, you know what I'm saying, something where, they did back in the day, they just worked together. And so
Yep.
to bring that back to build black media, because let's be honest, black media is dying as a whole. Black media is dying. So in order for us to survive, we have to work together. Not everybody can work together, but some of us can build the new Black Wall Street. So
Yeah.
that's my whole vision. So right now I'm in the process doing my own app and website because again, YouTube can take it away tomorrow. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's the energy to post both places because it's like the best when it comes to creating video content and especially long form, mostly like you and I do. The platform that pays the most is YouTube. Instagram, they pay money, but that's for real short form stuff. Twitter talking about it's coming soon, but it's like if it's not here yet and you don't know what you're doing and you don't even have the bandwidth for this website to support long form video, I'm not about to drop everything that I'm doing. I know some people do Rumble and other stuff, but it's just like, I mean, even when you do Patreon, it's like if you're not going to sign up for Vimeo, you still have to use YouTube as a platform to get people those videos.
absolutely.
Like, so
That's why I like Tasha K model. I just love that model where you can do the videos, and also I love Mr. Jones. I'm gonna just call him Mr. Jones, where he have his website and he have his video streaming on there. And so that's why I'm working with an engineer now. And then once it worked for me, I'll let you know how it goes and have like a paid model because we have some awesome ideas of what we're doing. Because I told my team, I said, YouTube, they hold all the cards. I don't own it. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying, if they take the channel today, they have the video. So what I do now, every video I do, I just download it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they own it. It ain't like it. Okay, let me take your channel, but you have 30 days to download all your videos. You don't have that choice. It's just gone.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I get other
I learned that the
drives.
hard way.
Yeah, you learned that the hard way, and I was broken by that. You know what I'm saying? But it taught you a lesson. You still here. You still have the brand. You still have the gift. All the thing you need, sister, is one viral story to get you up to 100. It only take one viral story, and you would get there. And so just like a sister, I know Michelle ATL, it took her almost 16 years. She's been doing this for 16 years, and she's not at 100,000 yet on YouTube. So, and you got there less time than that. And so you would get there less time than that. So the next year you would be at 60, 70,000. It would definitely happen because you got the skill set. You understand what I'm saying? The skill set. Most people don't have that. You have that. You're a beautiful black woman, number one, and then intelligent. That's the ice cream. Oh, that's the icing on the cake. And so, I love that, baby. That's the intelligent, beautiful, and you're in Baltimore. That just make me want to buy property in Baltimore. I used to think it was dirty, but since it's there, Baltimore is beautiful. Okay, Baltimore is beautiful.
It's some places hidden for sure. But yeah, it definitely taught me a lot of lessons. I mean, like resiliency, I can't even begin to describe. It threw me into a depression. I was depressed for like 2, maybe even 3 months. I was starting to come out of it, but it takes a lot to get back up after something like that. And then to take a channel from 0 to where I'm at now. And I'm like, I'm almost at 28K in less than a year. Because I didn't get back up until the end of March, beginning of April. So I'm like, I can do it. For me, it happens when I'm not focused on the numbers, when I'm just focused on staying on brand. I can't look at the numbers around me. I just have to stay really linear with my purpose. And I look up and I'm just like, damn, like where all these people come from? That's how it goes for me.
I don't look at the numbers, the every day, you've been on here for 10 years, you ain't got 100,000. That don't bother me. I'm focused on the gift. I know I'm talented. And whenever I get that one story, whenever it hits. It's just like when you're a virgin and you have sex with a female, you hit that hymen. Once it hit. So, I'm not gonna worry about what how long I've been doing it. I'm just thanking God that I'm young. I'm 32 years old, and I'm just gonna keep at it. Like it took Tyler Perry almost 20 years to get his own studio built from the ground up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it ain't about the time, it's about you getting there and accomplish your goal, and you will get there. And I love your brand. I mean, the brand is that, look at the arts, look at the video that you have. You got the skill sets, so you got skills, you know what I'm saying? And it's just a teachable moment for you. I was hurt when it happened. I wish that, you know, YouTube would be more understanding. But again, we're working for a powerful corporation, and they have their own idea. And that's why we must make our own decisions as well, creating our own site. Other creators have done it. I mean, create their own entity outside of YouTube. We must. Ain't no, you have to do that. And start out small and then continue to build that model. And that's why I love, you know, Twitter, Patreon, you know, take all these other things. But I have to have something where my people can just subscribe to see me. And I have a lot of things I want to talk about, I don't talk about. You know why? Because it won't be monetized.
Exactly.
So the issue that I really want to get into, I said I have to create my own entity. And that's what I'm in the process of doing. That's what you have to do because, you know, you already been burnt by the corporation. So now you should be the leading force and be like, okay, let me sit down and see where can I develop my own app and streaming services like Zeus. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, I mean, it just takes so much work.
It does, time and money.
And I still work my 9 to 5. I ain't quit yet. I'm gonna quit before the end of the year. I don't know how soon it is, but because I'm just there. I'm just there. Like I make enough here where. Sometimes it's more than a 9 to 5. Sometimes it's the same. Sometimes
yeah. I quit my 9 to 5.
Oh, I remember I was applauding so bad, but like you said, I stay in your bushes, baby. I said, Wally got me once. He ain't gonna give me no more. So I be in the bushes all the time. So I was like so proud when I heard you announce that you that you quit yours.
Yes, I quit it because I said I'm just gonna give myself a year. And it's about to be March. And everything is good. I'm not homeless. Everything is good. And then I told my team, if it don't work, I can always go back and go back in the CNA market. I can always go back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I'm saying. So I said I'm gonna give myself a year and see where it goes. And one thing I miss about the 9 to 5 in YouTube, I miss those multiple streams of income.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. That hit different when you got 2 checks, 2-3 checks coming.
I'm gonna miss the insurance. I think that's the main thing.
The insurance too, yeah.
Pay out of pocket for that, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna miss the insurance, the benefits, and everything like that. And I miss that as well. So that's why I'm looking for and the reason why I want to go back into the workforce to hire someone. I want to hire someone that, you know, make the thumbnail, the title, they can click on the stuff, and all the thing I got to show up and just do the content. Because
like Lovely
T, okay, you know, I just want to show up and do the content as well. So I will go back just to give them part of that salary, just to have a team member so they can just work on the Wiley Show part time. So that's my thought. So I'm looking for one now, and may work in a hospital because, you know, CNAs make good money in the hospital. Work 12 hours, 3 days, and so 3 days a week. So that's in the process of doing. But I'm so honored, like you on your show. I love your R. Kelly content. Like that would draw me to you. You were so thorough. You bought the documents, the case, the words, and that was the secret sauce. Because most creators, they don't go and get the documents. You went and you got those and read it, and you were so thorough. Better than MSNBC, CNN, the Black News Network before they got shut down and bought out by Byron Allen, the Black News Channel. You was there, and so you just keep that up. You will have it, and then the next case that comes up, Tory Lanez, and next case, and you just have that same formula. The people will come back, and it will be greater.
And that was while I was working too. Like that was so like I was, and it took a strain on my relationship too, because it was like, I'm at work, I'm getting these documents, I'm doing all this, and then I'm getting off and I'm still gathering stuff. And he had to sit me down a couple times. He was like, I'm not getting no time, because it took, even on Saturdays and Sundays, if I want to stay up if I want to report on the case Monday through Friday and I need to come back and report Monday, it's being motion shuffled throughout the courts on Saturdays and Sunday. And I need to read it forwards, backwards to make sure I can regurgitate this in a way that makes sense to my people, because legal jargon isn't something that everybody can just digest like that. So I was always doing something to get all that together. Like it was a stressful time. But if I could do it all again, I would.
It's very stressful because it take a lot of time. That's what.
Not to mention, I made over $10,000 that month when I did it.
You see, look at God. Okay, you put the work in.
That's how much. That's why I'm like, I can't stop. I hear what you're saying, buddy, but baby, I'm seeing the money.
Yes, he got to be understanding of that. And see, my future wife, she have to be something in media. Editor, she have to have an understanding of what I'm doing. She can't be a hindrance, so I'm gonna have to dump her. So my wife, I'm gonna tell her, hey, I blog, and of course I will have to have a schedule. You know what I'm saying? I can't be doing it 24/7, but she will have to be understanding, a good partner of mine. So that's my desire. But I'm not in a relationship right now because again, I'm so busy. Like even when I date, I'm always on my phone because a story is breaking, and I have calls coming in. Then I'm also I preach and people need prayer, and I do all type of stuff for a coin. I don't pray. Don't hit me up for an hour counseling. You got no money. I ain't gonna be able to do it. All right. I pray for you to get some money so I can give you some counseling. So I do all of that. It takes a lot of time.
It does.
I don't know if you know the young man that's on Twitch, dark skinned guy. He was accused. His friend was accused of wearing a woman.
Yeah, the one that was sitting there where Krishan was chewing that pizza crazy and Blueface was right there too.
Yes.
Yeah.
He gets 100,000 people watching him, but he's on 24 hours. He did a whole 24-hour live, and he garnered almost 195,000 people watching.
Oh yeah, I would do that. Yeah, I would absolutely do that.
He have cameras in his showers, cameras in his bedroom.
No, that's a bit much. Wait, I thought you meant 24 hours sitting in the same spot.
No, he have it in his bedroom. You see him sleep in the shower.
Oh, that's a bit much.
Outside, and he said, he say it's hard for him to have a relationship. He's younger than us.
Yeah, it should be hard. You can't walk around naked. Yeah, that's out of pocket.
And so
that's when social media does too much. See,
yeah, he have camera and he makes good money. He's one of the leading streamers on Twitch. But look how much time he's putting in to the product.
I mean, I know there's some people who do it and they do the 24 hours 2 days a week, kind of like you were saying, and they do 3 days a week, 12 hours. Now, if I had 2 days when I was on 24 hours streams where I would literally be sitting in the same spot, I would do that. Like that seems
okay.
That seems decent to me. 24 hours sitting in it, but that's what I see some of the gamers doing because my partner watches like Twitch and stuff like that. But that's them sitting in one chair, but not somebody
sleep in a shower, out there doing karate, doing all of those type of things.
No, that's wild, and that's impeding on your privacy. You can't even have a relationship with nobody because who's settling for that? Like
who's settling for that as well? And so I'm currently dating someone. Well, listen, we haven't, we're dating someone, and they're very private. They don't want to be public and everything and that's what I like because I want to keep something private because I'm so open. And so a lot of people in my chat, I don't believe you've been with women. Well, that's your belief. You never see me. But I keep that private because that's something I can have private because I'm so open. Because once you become a blogger, you become a celebrity. I'm going to say it, a celebrity, a public figure because people watch you. And so it is hard to have privacy because you're so open and always on camera and people really think they know you. But I love the fact when we having these conversations, when you talk about Black news, celebrity updates, that's a lot, But I think a lot of things that is lacking with us Black creators, a lot of us don't talk about politics the way we should, And so I'm getting into that, Garner. I'm going to tell you, PLAINESTjane, I've been on
I know you do. You talk about politics a lot, and you do it at the front end of your video, too.
Yes, I do it afraid because that's my passion, because I know that affects us daily. I was on the phone with all type of people. And that's because one day I want to run for office and stream in and show people. So one day I'm in the process of doing that. So I have so many goals and ambitions outside of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I'm on YouTube as, okay, this is part of my story, but I don't want to be my end all be all. And I thank God for that. But I love having this conversation. I love having you on the show. That was your first and only appearance. Because I'm an interviewer at heart. And I got to ask the tough questions. And that's why a lot of people, they don't come on the show. Hell, a lot of people don't even say my name.
Or I do. I tell people, especially when I'm ending mine and I see you still on, I'll be like, he live, that's when I'm going over at the Wiley Check because he always had me laughing.
And they watch, you know, and it'll sound like that. Like even Jason Lee, he blocked me, but from the Hollywood page, blocked me. And then he posted
your comments too. So
yeah, he posted laughing emojis. Even Tasha K rarely block people. She got me blocked on Instagram and also her YouTube. Why is that? Because your enemies see your gift sometimes before you see it.
Yeah, I will agree with that.
They see the come up, they see the glow up, and they threatened by that. You know, and so that's how that goes. And even Storm can't even say my name, but we brought that brother on Two Man and Lady when he was at 5,000 subscribers. No, he was at 50,000 subscribers before he made 50,000. We brought Conscious TV on there. He surpassed us and he's at 40,000. And these people forget that I helped you even before you had the 40, but that's okay because I'm gonna help other people. Oh, Hashana, I felt that right there. I felt it in my spirit. I'm gonna help other people. So you go on and hate, and I got other crop of talent that we're gonna make superstars because I'm a producer at heart. If I can make money just producing shows, bringing talented people together, think of topics that I love to do that as well. So that's why we're gonna do it. And so when you say you might do it, you think about it, I would love it because I'm going to bring it back in April because in March I'm always traveling in Chicago and back to Dallas and all of that. Bring it back in the month of April. And so I really want to do this to help content creators. I don't care about if you surpass my number. I want Black people to eat and win.
Chad, I didn't want you to have Miss Barbara cuss me out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Miss Barbara. She's schizophrenic, mental illness, manic, and something calling me early in the morning talking about I got a partner that can give you $3 million. Only thing I want is 2,000. Something wrong with your mind right there. And so we had to let her go and dump her like a bad habit. She couldn't handle the little fame that we gave. We got her on camera, glow. She put on a nice wig. We said, put on a nice wig. And then she want to drag. Now she calling other folks her king, but them other folks didn't tell you to put on the wig. They didn't tell you to put on some makeup. We helped you. We got on the phone with you. But them other folks is your king. You see how folks, and that's what I knew. I said, that's sustained well. Because if you're a woman with a mindset, you should get with a man that's helping you and that's get on the phone with you. Because the other creators, your king, ain't on the phone with you, mentoring you and counseling you. And that's what I knew then. I said, sis, you crazy. You need to go to the mentor and take your medication. I can tell her that because I have a mental illness. See, everybody can't do that. I said, you crazy. You need to take your you need to take your med. When the last took your med? I ain't taking my med. She's schizophrenic. She have the same diagnosis that Jaguar Wright had. That's why she have her manic depression disorder. She crazy in the head. And she's making some good content because she's crazy. And she's manic. And her husband is crazy. And everything like two crazy people. Now I'm going to prophesize on this. She going to wind up getting tased by the police. It's going to happen. It's going to be disastrous. She going to get tased by the cops. It's going to happen. Because she been provoking the police so much. She did that TSA and it happened at the airport. Just watch what's going to happen. She going to have another breakdown. Anytime somebody eat their children ashes, you know you an ass. When you eat your children ashes, y'all don't know if you ate the child meat or the child butt or the child leg. She put it all in and started eating it. You know she crazy and need help, need delivery, and she need medication instead of an interview. Y'all know that woman is crazy. Her whole family don't deal with it. She's cuckoo for cuckoo pups. And her son need help. He's going to have a mental breakdown. It's going to happen because those type of spirit, it leaps on you when a person that don't get treatment. You can't be around a crazy person. Like PLAINESTjane, I can tell you sane, but start hanging around Jaguar Wright. You're going to start eating your tissue in your pantyhose and putting it in your house with ketchup and mustard. It's going to happen. So you can't hang around her like that. You got to have a distance with her because she need. And Jacqueline won't come on my show. She came on there one time. We asked her the tough question. Ain't never came back. Ain't never hit that link again because crazy, no crazy, right? We know that spirit that she's battling with, and we called out on it, and she never been back.
She know that you see her.
I see her clearly. I'm not so desperate for a click of the view. Let's call about that spirit. And we call her out on it, and she ain't been back. And then we expose her with that Kia. We did a whole eulogy on that Kia, that insurance scam that she did at State Farm. Or Allstate, as what did she say? She from Paul? Did she say Allstate or say one of them insurance? I know we call them and say that's a lady shouldn't even be driving. Y'all should give a person with schizophrenia hearing voices, eating her children ashes insurance. She's a liability right there. You know she a liability. She have no insurance, hearing voices and stuff like that, burning up her car. That don't make no sense. And then you have these people that are so weak and pathetic for a click of the view. She call you F words and S words, and she using for you a click of the view. She using you for a click of the view, and she called you an F word and S word. She's so homophobic, but then she go on these platforms. Y'all so thirsty for, please. She needs to sit on down, and she's wicked and she's wicked and she's a little touch, because if she was smart, she'll be making money on tour. She's on YouTube with a black woman saying Aaliyah is her mama and R. Kelly's her daddy, another clout chaser, a mentally ill person, and a clout chaser. And she won't come on the Wildest Show because I can call out on you. Ain't no R. Kelly. That ain't your daddy. And Aaliyah ain't your mama. You got them voices in your head. You got them voices telling you that. And I'm trying to find that woman, mama and daddy. See, I want to speak to your family. My PI, Black Tea Blog, got a PI that she gave me to me, and we tracking down her mama and daddy. I want to talk, what's the name, Lagena, whatever her name. I want to talk to mama Lagena and daddy and papa or grandma or auntie. I want to talk about the family. And I can guarantee you, thePLAINESTjane, mark my words, they're going to say that woman is crazy. She crazy. She a nutcase. I can guarantee you that. And she been kicked out of her family. That's why she with Jaguar Wright.
Yeah, I think her family's had enough of her for the most part. I think they've tried to help her.
She crazy. She need deliverance. She needs to take her medication, and she don't want to do it and comply. Just like Jaguar Wright don't want to comply. Just like Tokyo Tony got a mental illness. All these people got undiagnosed mental illness. Some of them been diagnosed. They just don't take their medicine. Oh yes. Hush, no. Glory right then and there. They ain't taking their medicine on YouTube, getting clicked. And then some of them not even smart. Like Jaguar getting all these clicks. If you know you're a little cuckoo. You make it get millions, and then you go to your channel with bad equipment and bad is buffering, and you're doing all this, making everybody else rich, and on your platform,
right? She barely be on her own, and I'm like, she on live the other day, mad because she wanted to celebrate her getting 1 million views on somebody else's channel, and her husband was upset because she wanted to go, and I'm like, you celebrating the wrong things. Like, why? Like, you already been used by one person.
And now
you already been used by 2 people.
Absolutely.
And now here it is, you saying these bombshells, whether they be true or not, you know that they can garner this amount of views, and you still not even trying to get it on your own. Did they give you a red cent of what was?
No,
what was
not $1.
It don't make sense.
It doesn't make sense at all. And she's so gifted, unfortunately, but she don't know how to monetize her gift. And most people, and she's just one of those type of people. But thePLAINESTjane, I'm glad you let me, because everybody don't let Brother Wiley on their platform. They scared of Brother Wiley. Why? Because I'm unpredictable, talented, gifted, big P, love women, and I can stature women. And most people don't. They can't handle Brother Wiley. And you were strong enough to bring me on the platform, because most people, they don't want to sit beside Brother Wiley, and that's okay, because I represent the slow kids. See, I'm at the slow cable with the kids eat their T-shirts with snot in their nose and a little room, and they take the test in a little room with the teacher. I represent the slow kids, and a lot of the popular kids, unfortunately, they don't like us. One of the popular kids was dumped by Armand. He been kicked out of the kingdom, and I don't understand that. And now he got to talk about Jaguar. But I represent the slow kid, because it's so many cockeyed people that need to see somebody make it. And I want to be the first cockeyed person. I know Forrest Whitaker, he's lazy eye. I'm talking about somebody cockeyed with bipolar, with a limp leg, to represent and be famous. And when I give my speech, I'm going to say, on the behalf of all the slow kids, I made it, and you can make it too.
You a mess, but no, I bangs with you, Wiley, because I do think that you're authentic, despite the fact that you defined yourself as being at the slow table or whatever. And I know there's a lot of things that people hold against you, whether it be your eye, the library, whatever, I still think that you are, it's not even that I think, like, I know, like, you are really talented from the amount of people that you're able to draw in. You constantly have over 1,000 people in your chat. You always have the people's attention. Your finger is always on the pulse. You had the, you know, the strength and the wherewithal to quit your 9 to 5, even if you end up going back after a year, to quit that and to do this. Like, so you're not as quote unquote slow as the ignorant general consensus may consider you
absolutely
to be. So I do know that you are, you know, you're very talented and what you got going on. So
thank you.
Like I said, that's why I be in your bushes.
Yes, because like somebody said, Jay, keep distance. Don't worry about it. We gonna be on a private jet. See, people like that, they don't understand. You keep distance on a private jet. Oh, you said you don't like the private jet because the turbulence. Did you tell me that?
Oh, who said that?
Oh no, that that was my other future wife, Nika, at night before she blocked me. She said because of the turbulence. Okay, that wasn't you.
I ain't never mentioned that.
That was it at night. And so I'm gonna be on private jets and stuff like that. And I'm gonna get you, and we're gonna be on a private jet. We're gonna have a good old time and everything like that. And you know, see, I love it. I just love YouTube because it baffles me how people are so upset of what I say on my platform. And I do it and I have a good time and I leave it alone. I never robbed nobody. I did the library situation. I had a breakdown, went to jail, was naked, got tased, and all of those type of things. And I got the help, and I thank God for that. And when Jaguar Wright ate her son ashes, I said she's gonna be in the hospital, but I said it's not gonna help her because she's not gonna comply with the medicine. Because when you get out, they give you resources, and Jaguar didn't do it. And then she went to TSA talking about a weapon, but one day she's gonna get tased. And sometimes you need to get tased, get them volts in your body. And one day she's gonna get that, and it probably gonna be maybe a switch in her brain. Maybe she'll go back in the studio and start singing and releasing an album, and that's what's definitely happening. And she did a response to me on Instagram and everything like that. And our page is still up because we didn't break any guidelines or anything. This is public. You're a public figure and all of these type of things. And she didn't like it. And like I told Jaguar, even before she blocked me, I'm gonna talk about you because you content. I'm not gonna kiss your butt and be so obsessed with you for clicks and views because I can get that on my own and I can just, you know what I'm saying? I can go ahead and do a recap. What do they call that? Not a recap, a redo of the library situation. And I may do that. And I may, you know, enact in Hollywood and do a whole movie and everything. So many ideas I got, thePLAINESTjane. And I love you. I love your content. I love being on your channel. This is my first appearance on here because, like I said, I be in the bushes because I like to listen to the content. I don't like to talk to people in the chat. I just like to listen to the content. No offense to people in chat. I just love to look at your beautiful face. Oh, I know you're in a relationship, but your man will understand you beautiful. That's why he with you, because you're beautiful and talented. And he better hold you tight before I get you. All right.
Sure.
I'm joking. He better hold you tight. Let me stop. When he get mad at because one of my supporters came on the show. And he said, "Oh, my girl liked you too much. She want to come to Vegas, but I ain't letting her go because she liked you too much." Ain't that a shame?
Yeah, that's horrible.
That's so shame. You know, I've heard other guys will tell me that, leave me nasty emails. Stop flirting with my wife. She likes you too much. Blah blah blah. All type of stuff. I don't want your wife. Then he showed me a picture, and I said, "Well, I do want your wife, and if she available, tell her to hit me up. Give her my number." He cussed me out of that email. It is what it is. And stuff like that.
Not they jealous of the Wally.
They jealous of the Wally show. Yes, because my personality, I'm funny. If you can make a woman laugh, that's a key. You in there. And this one gentleman hit me up. He said, "You make my woman laugh. She never laughed that hard when I come in. As soon as you come out, I said, you got to make her laugh. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's, you know, women, laughter working as a medicine. That's a powerful thing to laugh. When the last time you had a conversation with your man and you laughed and just, you know, most women don't. They get sad. He come.
No. I need me a man that we can be goofy together. I'm always goofy.
Because I'm a goofy, but I need somebody to laugh at my jokes and everything like that. I love that. And we can read a book and eat ice cream together and go to the hotel and go to Jamaica. Oh gosh, nah. Because I love to travel and everything like that. I just went on a walk with my future wife. I hope she could be Mrs. Wally, but she a lesbian. She love coochie. But we went on a beautiful walk. I just like her because She's humble. She's not in the spotlight. She don't like social media like that. We went on a beautiful walk, but too bad she loved coochie. But one thing about women, they can get delivered out of that. One day they'll be eating coochie, next day they want some peen. That's just how it is. With women, when they get a lesbianism, they think they want that, and they're going ride a man peen and have 6 babies. You know what I'm saying? Go back to wearing their Timberland boots. Women can do it, and men also can do it too. It's just they get dragged and everything like that. I'm sorry, I don't want to hold you up because I know it's late. I'm up. I don't have on any clothes. That's why I couldn't come on camera.
Wait a minute.
I don't have on any clothes because it's healthy to be naked, and I think better when I don't have on clothes.
Child, let me go to the bush and then we can. Not you completely.
It was gone.
Let me just go in the bush and weep. Let me just go in the bush and weep. I just have to go in the bush and weep. Really. I don't understand. I swear to God, I don't understand.
You is out of pocket, Wally. Oh my God. I cannot with you. You is a hot mess. But no, you are a good storyteller. You are a really good storyteller. And I appreciate you calling in. I appreciate you wanting to have a convo and for the motivation, especially about creating things off of here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It means a lot.
Absolutely, because you at this time next year you'll be at your 100,000. It's going to happen for you, sis. And I want it to happen because you're a good woman. You're beautiful. You called me to the carpet about Baltimore. I love that about that. And yes, because I was going hard on Baltimore, and I didn't know you was from Baltimore.
You ain't know I was in the bushes. See, I'll be watching. I'll be knocking it. I'm like, not we dirty. Is it some rough areas? Hell yeah. Just like it's rough areas in New York and Chicago and Philly and No, but you're pretty bold. You're pretty daring. And you stand in a lot of what you have to say. So it's really interesting seeing your resilience and what you have to say. No matter how much the trolls come at you, you smirk and you just keep going. Sometimes it's obvious you trolling, but other people be taking it to heart in the chat. That's what it keeps me laughing. I'll be like, they taking this man for serious right now.
Yes. And I do meet and greets. I meet my people. That's why I tell every consecrator, have a meet and greet in your city. Because what it does, it helps to meet your people. And I sat down with the beautiful women. We doing our first live show in New York on next year. We doing it early. We're not waiting until we get to 100,000. We doing it next year. If it's 5 people, 10 people, or 20, we doing that next year. We got our second annual Las Vegas meet and greet where we're going to be there the first weekend in October. And this we're doing meeting our people, building that relationship, because I'm reminded when Tyler Perry, when he started out, he had the email list, he built that relationship. So now Tyler Perry, anything that Tyler does, them black church women or the black people are going to be the first in line to support him. And so I have that same mindset. So that's what we did a meet and greet. It was only about 10 of us at the West Cluckin in Plano, Texas. We ate chicken, met the owner. She's a black owner, own a restaurant. Mm-hmm. And we was there supporting that. And then now we're going to do one in Chicago, go to the gun range and stuff. I'm meeting my people because what I'm doing is building that infrastructure with my people and everything like that. So that's what I'm doing. And they said, wow, you doing it early before 100,000. I say, I may not see 100,000. So why wait for that? See, sometimes we want the big numbers, but you already got army supporting you already, and the people that showed up got powerful jobs and powerful entity. One lady, she have hotels. She's an executive at a hotel chain, and she can give me discounts on hotels. So you never know who watches you. We got another person that work in Hollywood and work on movie sets. You never know who watches, and I meet these people and everything like that. So this is what we do, and I don't wait till I get to 100,000. I do it right now because you never know. And I thank God for being on this platform with you, thePLAINESTjane, and I love you. Keep up the good work, and I'm going to always watch you when I can. And today I was just up, oiling my body down, watching the Minister Louis Farrakhan, and I saw that beautiful face. And I had to turn off Farrakhan. And usually I don't. I turn off the minister because I saw a beautiful queen on live.
I appreciate you, Wally. I hope you have a good night's sleep. And I wish you all the best. What you continue to do. I'm gonna be watching.
Yo, yes. Oh, yes. Somebody said I'm going to tell Jaguar to come scoop me too. I'm going to go live when I get in the car. Oh, okay, tell her to come on. We're going to get her delivered right then and there. We're going to put some holy oil on her as well. She might try to drink it, but that's okay. That's holy oil, and maybe she can get delivered.
Get some of them demons up out of there. I will see you. Thank you so much. And I will talk to you soon. Matter of fact, I'm going to talk to you in the DM.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Have a go. Bye-bye. Ciao. Baby. Baby, you never know what you're going to get when it comes to Mr. Wiley. I said, Mr. Wiley, I got to watch from the bushes. No, but he's hella entertaining. Of course, I don't always agree. I know he be trolling a lot of times. I know he be intentionally trying to get under people's skin just so that they can comment more, watch more, whatever. It be working. I be cracking up at Wiley. Do you hear me? I mean, cracking up. And he's standing it. He's standing it, okay? Woo, baby. All in Farrakhan at night. That's not all in Farrakhan. All in Farrakhan, baby. It's the visuals for me. It's the visuals for me. I could have bet you talk about old past and talk about I'm getting old up. But hey, listen, when you gotta keep it a buck about what you do. That's what I'm saying. Wally let y'all know how he get down. Ain't nothing the exception. You in the church and that mean I can't have a little fantasy, little fantasy. Okay, and get a little education at the same time. Look, one thing I am is I'm goofy as hell. Me and Wally we always gonna have a good laugh. I don't care what we talking about. Okay. So that was fun. That was cool. Cause I've been on Wally's platform before, but he had never been over here. The anointed. Oh, all right. So on our way out of here, I'm gonna go ahead and lay down. I'm gonna go ahead and lay down. I wanna touch back on something really quickly. I want to touch on the babies in London. Because, baby.
First of all, the babies here in London, they cry different. They be like, wah, wah. The babies back in America, they be like, wah, wah. Okay, first of all, the babies here in London, they cry different. They be like, wah, wah. The babies back in America, they be like, wah. Okay, first of all, the babies here in London, they cry different. They be like, wah, wah. The babies back in America, they be like, wah, wah.
I just can't. I can't. Like, that has just had me wheezing all day long. And the fact that it's true is like the craziest part about it. Like, it's really true. It's really true. I just cannot. I cannot with Bobby. Well, y'all, we reached the end. The end of the line. It's time. It's time for y'all to lay down now. We got to get ready for a new day. A new week, a new beginning. It's time. Y'all listening to TPJ Radio. I really hope that y'all have carved out a few things that you want to accomplish for the week. It's important that you impress yourself sometimes, because the endorphins that you get, the excitement, the dopamine that runs through your body when you impress yourself, it's this homegrown motivation, and you want to get it more and more. You crave to impress yourself more and more when you make your own self proud. And not only proud, because you can be proud of a belief system that you have, and I'm talking about being accomplished in the goals that you set out to attain. Okay? So it's time. I know some of us are still coming back down off of the oils. Okay? Off of the oils. But we just gonna go ahead and take it down a little bit. Okay? Light Vision said her mind is damaged after the oil. Listen. Sundays are for skincare and reflection for me. All right? So if you didn't get your skincare on, make sure you get it on right now. If you feel like, you know what, I'm not going to be asleep no time within the next 40 minutes, get a little skincare. Or make sure you make time tomorrow. But I do my intense skincare that involves hella different steps on Sundays. All right? We rocking it out. It's TPJ Radio. I want y'all to have a wonderful evening. I had a good evening with y'all. This was fun. It was fun. It was great. Even though I was supposed to stick with not showing my face the entire video. Not that I'm ugly. But really setting into the radio-esque vibe of what I'm trying to convey with this series that will reduce a great amount of sweat equity for me. The people that get it. I'm a perfectionist, and sometimes by the time I think too much about what's all going to go into a show, I don't even feel like doing a show no more, because I just want everything to be right. But I'm trying to change that and be a little bit more effortless and still as effective and still as potent with relevant information and presence. Okay? So we made it to the end of the show. We made it. We made it. It's time for us to go. I hope that y'all have an amazing evening. All right? Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Hey. And I am going to see you all tomorrow. This was such a great video. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you allowing me to present myself in a different way to you all than I typically do. And y'all stay beautiful, black, and blessed until the next video. Deuces. But that's it. If you want to catch more of my commentary on Black culture or vital and trending information, be sure to subscribe by hitting that little circle in the middle of the screen, or I'll catch you in one of these rectangles to the right in another video. I'll see you there.